Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever in the world you may be. Welcome to N League Week 3. I'm Wes, and alongside me today is Whale. Whale, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I love the New York scene. And I'm really happy to be a part of this.
So, I believe we are starting with Table 1, which was the team Dora Neko, who is our new team this season. The Destroyers, the Brooklyn Sours, and the Yakumen. And looking at the standings right now, Team Dora Neko is way ahead in the lead. So they might be playing a little
Yes.
differently. What do you have any thoughts on play style for placements?
Well, it's week 3, and I know two of these players fairly well, Melvin and Amy. I do not think for a second that in week 3 people are going to play too reserved. I mean, you got to keep going, right? Even in a tournament format, you don't stop at game 3, right?
Yeah, exactly. I know some players like playing more conservatively, but
Mhm.
when it comes to a team game, I guess you as a team come to certain conclusions, right?
Mhm. But who knows? Maybe Dora Neko is talked amongst themselves and like, let's just do fourth place avoidance or something, and I can understand that.
Yeah, always good to avoid fourth place. Never like seeing it. Um,
Mhm.
uh,
I
also,
know a lot.
oh,
Sorry, I was going to say
go
I
ahead,
know a
go ahead,
lot
go
about
ahead.
Melvin and Amy, but I don't know too much about the play style of Bob or Vince. Can you speak somewhat to those two?
I'm not as familiar with Bob's playstyle as we start with opening hands here. Looks like Melvin is our East player. Um, but Vince is very solid of a player. Uh, d doesn't go either too aggressive or too passive, and very balanced.
Mm.
But it seems like okay. So opening seats, Melvin is our East player, and it is from left to right
Yes.
around the table.
Yeah. It looks a lot like, yeah. Okay, so the beginning dealer hand didn't look too crazy, and I'm excited for probably Bob's hand, I think, so far, when I've seen. That's a nice improvement to 5 next to the 6.
Yep, improving that shape right there. But
Yeah,
that's a choice here.
Bob's hand is very fast. I think they're going to clean up both those honors, and then they'll be reaching very early, probably setting the pace.
Yep, he'll just getting rid of the red dragon there. Uh,
Hmm.
Amy doesn't seem like she has much to think about. Just probably also gonna get rid of some honors.
Yeah. Amy's got a very expensive hand due to those lovely Akkas. Oh, we're cutting the 9, so maybe trying to transition to a Tanya. We'll see. That'd be kind of exciting. Mm. I was about to ask you, do you think they'll hold the 3 dot? Or
Each. Roll. 3900. It's 900.
It's whatever, 1,000 points. It's probably fine for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the person who comes out the worst of that is Melvin because it's his dealership, obviously. So, you
Yes,
know,
yeah. Honestly, sometimes when I'm dealer and it's a boring thing, as long as I don't get summoned for a Hanuman, I feel really happy about my life. Oh, and it
oh,
looks like we have a
here
little
comes
bit faster
Melvin with a
speed.
chi.
Yep. Makes sense. He's dealer. He wants to stay dealer, get that control, make everybody be afraid of him in a sense. He wants to set the pace. Ooh, two so kind of safe due to the fact that they dropped a five so. Uh, so they make their own Suji in a sense.
And is this Tempai for Amy? It
Yeah,
is.
and she drops her Suji three, so not too shabby. She's waiting on a 5-8 to my memory, right?
Yep, 5/8 pin.
Yeah. Ooh. It's sad. We're gonna keep cutting to Bob, and Bob's not gonna draw anything.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really sad, huh? Well, we'll see if Amy gets a little bit luckier in her draws. Just unhelpful too. That's a sadness. And now I imagine Melvin's in a very awkward spot now. One Ricci that's from early on, you can accept. Two Ricci's, and the second one came like at the end of the second line. Do you feel scared of that?
I feel scared of that.
Yeah, I
Um,
would. I would be scared. Hmm. Ooh, the South. Yeah, that's we've seen it a few times already. I think they'll be safe dropping that. It might just come down to Bob drawing a unlucky 5 or 8, and then that could be all it is. But Neil draws a useful tile for once. So that's interesting. Hmm.
I don't think anybody has dropped a 4 pin, a 1 pin, or a 7 pin, so those kind
No,
of
I
looking
think their
kind of
best
scary.
bet is the Forso, but
Oh,
yep, one dot comes out. That's very scary due to the proximity to Dora. So I can understand the hesitancy. Yeah. And yep, just Melvin seems to be folding now, and that's perfectly fine. That's so unfortunate for
oh,
Bob. They see the four, and they're just like, ah, what could have been? Are we gonna see Chi Toy by Neil? You think?
I don't know if Neil is a cheat toy enjoyer. That's the thing.
Mm.
I personally am. I know it's
Hmm.
sometimes wrong, but uh,
I bel Yeah, I
I
believe the
kind of want to
safest
fold
tile on the
here as
tail,
Neil.
yeah,
Yeah.
is the four so. Due to the fact we've seen seven so, we've seen so many tiles around the so's, you just think it's safe-ish. And there comes out the four, which isn't that big of a deal. Oh, a chi by Melvin. He is staying dealer. He's gonna guarantee his right. Or Bob's gonna deal in. Yep, there we go.
Oh no. Deals into Amy.
Yep.
Uh,
It is a Pinfu Aka Dora, because of the Ura. That's a nice little flip there. Yeah, I believe that's
just Mangan.
I don't think
Infu,
it's
Dora Dora.
it's for
Richie.
Han. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a Roland. So
Orhan.
yeah, enough it's enough food.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. My mistake. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, no on sumo, but if it was sumo, it would also be a Mangan. Nice job. And now Bob may have lost some points there, but now they're in the driver's seat, as you'd say. They're dealer now, so we'll see if they can make up this little bit of backtracking. And honestly, their hand's pretty good. They have looks like 4 blocks, pretty comparable 4 blocks, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, and a triple four actually. Oh, drops the two. Not interested in the triple fours with the two. I'm a big advocate of that kind of shape, but understandable.
I would have also kept that shape. But you know, different strokes for different folks, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I just love the flexibility of it, but I can understand why someone would drop it. They're like, I got my block. I got other places to be in life. And nice little honor cleanup from everybody's hand, which is pretty common. Bob drops himself a new double, which is all right, but not great.
Neil sitting on those two easts, but no
Yes.
Dora or any other value of any kind. So
Yeah. Yeah. Dora here, of course, being the North Wind, which we haven't seen any of yet, and it could make the game increasingly spicy because we could see like a Tonki weight or something from some of these hands.
yeah, potentially.
Oh wait, Bob has a Dora. I'm blind.
Oh yeah, he just drew it. That's okay. That makes sense. Like last turn.
Oh, okay, that makes more
Yeah,
sense.
it was
I
more
was like,
focused than the other time.
yeah, no, you're fair. It's fair. Uh, Everybody playing at a nice efficient pace, it looks like. Ooh, drew a new block. What will Melvin do with it? Dropping out the tune. It's a solid point. So it looks like Melvin's going down the pathway of pure efficiency. I don't need defense because that tune was probably their defense tile.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Neil has three pairs. Might want to cut one of those at some point, but
Yeah, I mean they're
kept the
hoping
ape
to.
then.
I mean they're hoping to pull in the east, right? So they're thinking I actually only have two pairs in my hand, maybe, right?
Yeah,
Like that's the dream. And Melvin may be getting a Pako shape, but if they don't have a double, if they take in a Pako shape, they could treat it as a 9, 7, 8, extra 9, and maybe do something like that, though.
Mhm. Bob picking up the 7 and drops the Dora.
Mm, mm, mm. I like that move, honestly. I
Uh,
think, sometimes you get weighed down by the value.
Neil picking up another pair, starting to look like a Sakshar over there. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
maybe we'll see a G toy, God forbid. Ooh.
Ooh.
All right. I mean, it's Tempai, but will they take it? All right, no Ricci. All
Yeah,
right.
I like this. Try to find a little bit of a better tile to be your Honky
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. It would be really nice if they drew something like this six character, and then they could be like, oh, I can be like Pinfu and Ipeko at the same time, have the world's best thing in the world. Probably not going to happen, but we'll
Another
see.
pair for Neil.
Wow. Wow. All right. Well, I wonder what Neil's going to do. Yeah, the two and the one makes sense, huh?
Yep.
Oh, speaking of pairs,
Yeah. Okay.
Amy's not so interested in the concept of holding a million pairs, though, so that makes sense.
Oh,
Oh
this is the
my
sixth one you were
lord!
talking about.
Well,
Wow.
oh, he doesn't want it. Oh,
Oh,
he doesn't reach. Trying to do
interesting.
his Fuji trap. All right, all right. I feel interested. I mean, that was a Sumo Giri Ricci though on the six. It's very strange. I like it though at the same time. Well,
Oh, and another pair for Neil.
wow. We might see a chase, honestly. Do you chase on the four or the five? I mean, if you're going
Um,
for Akka, right? You go for the five, but
is Melvin across from Neil?
yes, I
Right?
believe the eight so has been dropped by Melvin, so you might think the five is safe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
dropping the ones. Not interested in chasing. Now, it's also a good question if the players saw that Melvin did a Sumo Giri Ricci or not, because it's possible they were just too focused on their own hands.
yeah. Uh, at this level, you'd hope so, but you never know,
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I have this complicated weight. I'm not sure, like, what I'm
Hmm.
doing.
Hmm.
And then,
Yeah. I'm just sad that we missed Pinfu from the Ricci from Melvin's side, but I think they just valued the Suji trap more, which is fair. Ooh, the double East. Uh, the real question is, we saw it come out. Do you think Neil would pull in it? I, I
I don't
don't.
think so.
I
If
don't think so
if he
either.
didn't
Yeah.
keep the one so's, I don't think he's gonna try and push it all. He's just gonna try and fold from here.
Now, Amy drew into double whites, though. We've seen a white already drop, so I don't know how strong of a tile that is. But if she sees one, if she goes open, I imagine keep shoving. Oh
No,
no,
Bob, not again.
poor Bob, poor Bob. Oh, they got Ura. It looks like too off.
Ruchi Peko Urawan?
Yeah, Richi Peiko Ura. which is just 3,900, so it's not the worst thing in the world, right?
Players are counting 52. I think we missed some foo,
Did we
actually.
foo? Oh, was it the single tile weight?
He has single
Oh, it was
tile
the single
weight.
tile weight. Yeah, I
Yeah.
went to 52. You're right. Yeah. Counting is hard.
Yeah, foo. Yep.
Yeah. Honky weights are important.
And we move on to Neil's dealership, East 3.
Yep.
Looking at Neil's opening hand. Got a
It's
pair of
pretty
those green dragons.
it's pretty good. Honestly, an Akka and green, I'm here for it. If this is my dealer hand, this looks very exciting. Ooh, great improvement for Amy off the bat though. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And yeah, I was like, and technically it is Tenpai, isn't it? Well, all right, Double Reach pretty good
She
too.
with the Dora showing
Yeah,
because she has the aim on.
yeah.
What are you
So,
gonna do?
yeah, she's just waiting on a single 7. So we'll see if it comes out or not. Now the real question is, Neil's like, oh, I had a good hand. What do you do? Do you think, well, my hand's still good, so maybe I keep shoving, right?
If so, in Neil's seat, I like pushing it, but knowing Neil, I feel like Neil plays a little bit more conservatively. So
Hmm.
he might be like, "Oh well, there's still South. I can
Wow.
get some points. Like
Bob
I
has
haven't
double
lost
door
money."
now, though. So, yeah. Shun drops out of Neil's hand. Makes sense. I don't think we're gonna see the 7 character come out of anybody's hand, but we'll see.
Elvin has a
Hmm.
lot of pairs eventually to think
Yeah.
about.
Melvin
Oh, and
dropping the
just the
2,
two.
so I think we're seeing a hard fold by Melvin because that breaks their 1, 2, 3 immediately. Oh, why not just have triple greens? My mistake, sir. Now it's kind of a little bit hard, and there comes Dora, and there it goes too. That might make people feel a little better about shoving because you're like, oh, dealer doesn't need Dora. At least one of them is out. Who knows? And Melvin's tempted back in with the 5 character draw, fixing their block that they killed.
I mean, he does have Cheeto as an option, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
He does. It'll take a few turns to get to it,
yeah,
but it's not the worst
still.
option.
Oh,
Just keep drawing good tiles, Neil. Good job.
yeah, yeah. Now Neil's going for it. Okay.
Yeah. I'd be very scared if they didn't. I want them to succeed in life. I want that dragon and Akka to get across the finish line. I mostly just don't want a double Ricci to win, you know? It always makes me feel so sad when I see that those actually succeed. Mm, that is a shame. If only Neil had kept the 3, but I don't think they would have.
Nope. Looking at Bob.
Oh, the first time we've seen a 7, and yeah, it's not coming out, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bob's got an awkward choice. If they want a hard fold, I imagine we see the Dora come out. Or not hard fold, but you can just toss it and be like, well, I can get a new double. I already have a double in my hand, right?
Are there enough Genbutsu tiles for Bob to drop the 5? No, just the
That
9
is
then.
that is technically Urasuji, the scariest tiles, the 6 and the 9. So that was a very scary play. Ooh. Neil
Neil has
has
Senpai if he wants to take it.
Yeah, he doesn't have to reach it. However, if he keeps this shape, it's a 5-6 weight if they drop the Akka,
Mhm.
which is scary, but you have to think, did double Ricci player actually get that? All right, yep.
Oh,
Open
no.
Ricci. Oh my. So yes, open Ricci, and they're waiting on the 5 character and the 6 character. Wes, how do you feel about open Ricci's?
Um, I feel like I always mess them up. So I personally am not a fan, but I like watching it.
That's
So
understandable.
I find it fun. Bob drawing the 7 mon though, so
Mhm.
kind of scary. How do you feel about open
I
Ricci.
think open reachies are just a good old fashioned fun time. And, if it comes out, then it's more of like it's the power play chase. You think no one's going to deal into you anyways. So why not get a little extra value and make the person who's you're now chasing get some heat?
I'm completing that 789 so shape has a little bit to think
Yeah.
about here.
You could consider a 789 SSK, but the issue there being is you don't have a double. Uh, oh
Oh no!
no.
Not again, Bob.
Poor Bob. No Ura, no Ura. Oh, Ura.
Or one.
That's a shame. Double Ricci, Dora Dora. Yup. That's a toughie. I don't think there was any fancy foo on that one, though. I mean, it was just a single tile weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And oh, Hammy just gets a good hand off the bat again. Wow, that is wild. It looks like, is that 3 completed blocks or just 2? Either way. No, that's it's like 3. It's almost you could argue that yeah, that's 3 completed blocks, yeah.
She already has 3 Dora. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretending that that's not real because that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The destroyers might actually destroy the whole table if she wins that whole hand.
Yeah, Amy's hand is not real if you can't see it. It doesn't hurt you, right? If you can't see
No,
it.
yeah, if you can't see it, it's not real. Sadly, we can see it and it can hurt us.
Oh, true, true.
Yeah.
Neil's opening hand is kind of super awkward.
Yeah, I didn't
And
like it. I didn't love Bob's hand either, to my memory.
Melvin's hand is okay, right?
Yeah, Melvin's hand's perfectly fine. I like Melvin's hand. It's going places in life. Yeah, I didn't love this shapeage for Bob. They have the double souths, double eights, and yeah, they need to clean house essentially. They need better blocks than what they're packing. Yeah, and it looks like Neil's going to do exactly what I said, cleaning house. They're getting rid of the honors, trying to build a more efficient shape. We'll see if they have to settle down with like a 6 block theory and just hope they can get anything going, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Amy thinking about that green dragon just for a second.
Hmm. It's not a bad idea, even if you don't need it to like think about the dragons, because you never know how many you've seen on the table, etc. And also, it makes the players think, oh, do they need dragons? Are they Honitsu? Who knows?
Yeah, and especially for Amy's hand, it could be. Could
Yeah,
definitely be.
it could be, honestly. You know what? Why settle with that? Why not just go full Chinitsu? It's only 2 tiles. Ignore the fact that it's Akka. Whatever. The real question is if she'll actually call any bamboo that she sees or not, which Neil has not given her the opportunity to yet, but we'll see.
Yeah. I'm not sure
Yeah.
if Neil is gonna really cut any of those though.
Yeah, no, it's their best block right now, which is not saying too much, but it's still their best block.
Something.
Yeah. Ooh, good pickup for Bob. They got themselves a 4-3 now. It kind of makes the 6 in their hand a little awkward, but who knows? We'll see if it can be utilized. Neil drawing the other 3 character as well. How about that?
Gets rid of the 9 pin.
Maybe they're hoping that they can call and go for Tanyao to circumvent their bad hand. Force the hand along the finish line. Oh, and Amy's going to take the double Dora, meaning she's possibly, yep, there we go.
Oh boy.
Gonna go Chinitsu.
Oh boy.
Oh, baby.
You know what? I'm not paying attention to Amy's hand anymore. It's too scary.
Yeah, the more I look at it, the scarier it becomes. I'm like, oh no. Next turn, what if she draws another? I think there's only one bamboo out there. We saw one in Neil's hand, I believe. Or sorry, Melvin's hand, but yeah. Ooh, but Neil did get a completed block, so there we go. And
Okay,
yeah, it looks like they're trying to go Tanyao, but we'll see.
making some progress. Just don't look over to your right, Neil, and you'll be fine,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Ignore the fact that also be a little bit cheating, but
Uh,
a nice little East drop. They don't think they can utilize it. Makes sense. Another good block for Neil. Everything's looking up daisies for them, huh?
yeah,
Oh,
everything's coming up, Neil.
except that they just dropped a so, and it looks like Amy's a little interested in it, though.
Luckily for Neil,
She
Amy
has,
is no tempai.
yeah, but it's also really awkward to read Amy's hands, so I can understand why she's hesitant on this chi. I imagine we'll see a 6/7 chi if we see any chi at all, but we'll see. Yep, that's what it looks like. I just realized if Amy draw, no, she can't get Itsu. It's so hard to get Itsu with that kind of hand. I'm gonna pray that she doesn't get Itsu.
Bob picking up a north. Not much to do with that.
Hmm. No, but they kill her 3 character, which means they definitely smell blood in the water, and they may not be interested in playing the game anymore. Oh, simply draw the correct tile. That's
I
just that easy.
understand. Yeah,
Yeah. I wonder what kind of weight Amy will take here. Do you think it'll be the 1-2 Shaba weight? That's what it looks
yeah.
like.
Amy likes value.
I can understand that. I also enjoy
Points are
value.
nice, you know.
Yeah.
Some
It
say that that's how you
also
win the game with a lot of points.
I correct me if I'm wrong here, but if she hits the 1, it's a Sanbaimon. I could be wrong. I could be counting wrong.
I have not done the math on that yet.
Um,
So I don't know
yeah.
if anyone else noticed that at the table, but Amy did discard a little bit fast.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if like, oh, wait a second. It might be like she's just looking for one tile in particular, huh?
yeah. And we do have the players play a little bit slower for you guys at home, so you guys are able to see it, and as commentators are able to see it. So
Yes. Though I think we don't need to do too much analysis on an Amy's hand any further. It's probably gonna be pretty quick decisions.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, 7 coming out, breaking that block, huh? Oh, we have an actual choice on our hands here, huh?
Uh,
I feel like I would simply just drop the 4.
yeah, I also like dropping the four here. I think that's better.
Yeah, I honestly am happy with my 1-2 Shabo weight. It's not the worst thing in the world, and I do indeed like Sanbaimons. So yeah. The 5 so. Yeah, I think that's staying in hand. Yeah, the white
Yeah.
comes out, makes sense.
Bob just hanging in there. Oh,
Oh,
here are the
yep. I
yeah.
think everyone is aware of what Amy's hand is from what they're discarding.
Yeah.
I think there's been a gentleman's agreement to say, you know what, let's just go exhaust. It's fine. We can do the next hand. Hmm.
So if this does go to exhaust, just to remind everyone at home, we have Big Humba on.
Oh,
So
do we have big Homba? I did not actually know
yeah.
that rule. So it's 1,500 for each
Yep.
Homba.
Yeah.
That is very exciting. Love playing those rule sets. Uh,
Considering the luck Amy has had, I think it's gonna
yeah.
favor her just a little bit.
Maybe we'll
Just a
see.
little bit.
As I said, the name Destroyers might be very apt this game. We'll see.
It is named after Amy. Amy the
Mhm.
Destroyer. Just
She,
destroyers.
I've
Yes.
only played her once when I was in Montreal, and she did destroy that table, and it was so sad because I wanted to win. She just kept rolling around with it, though. It's all right. Hmm. An improvement for Nail, but do you think they'll actually take it?
Um, what are you cutting from this though?
I'm cutting yeah, okay. I was gonna say either the 2 dots or maybe the 5-6 if I think no one's on the character. I don't think anyone else is pushing. I think the 5-6 is honestly fine to cut. Hmm.
Picking up a 2-pin. Hopefully,
Hmm.
hopefully it doesn't pick up anything too scary.
No, no, no.
This does seem like it's going to go to exhaust, as you said. Ooh, but
Yeah. Oh, good draw though for Melvin. They got another completed block. We might see more than one person temp by if things really play out right, huh?
yeah. Uh, what does Bob drop here now? The green dragon? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We've seen a few green dragons at this point. They seem basically safe, right? Oh yeah, I should mention that we've seen both the two sows in people's hands, but we haven't seen the last one so, which is essentially what the only thing Amy can win off of.
Mhm.
And that's a very depressing 7 to see. Though I don't think will she change her weight? Actually, it doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it
work.
she can drop the two bamboo,
Yeah.
going to 2, 3, 4, and then to 5, 5, 7, 7, and you're just waiting on the 6 on the inside, which I mean, in theory is okay, but on the it's one tile weight, so yeah.
I mean, 6 is half Suji, right? Well,
I
it's
guess in
totally
a
a
sense,
thing.
yeah.
It's not a thing. Viewers at home, not a thing.
I was also gonna say it's bamboo still, so I don't think anyone will drop it regardless. Bob going open here, maybe hoping to hit themselves a tempai by the end of this hand.
Yeah, seems that way. Just slow and steady.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Ooh, yep, another two
Okay,
dot
okay,
coming
okay.
out. That makes sense. That makes
Safe.
sense. Yeah, 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 yeah. I wonder where that last one so is. I'm very interested.
I'm scared and interested, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
the
I mean,
combination.
imagine if Amy draws it last tile. Oh, that would be something. Honestly, that would be beautiful. I really do want Melvin's. Oh, they're gonna Ricci their 3 so 8. Maybe they're a little bit of a cultist. We'll see.
I think at this point everyone's kind of knows what they're doing. I'm
Yeah.
not sure about the Rishi so much. Like, I guess it depends on how you're reading the table, right? If you're
Hmm.
reading Bob as like still uh pushing, I guess it's okay. But
Yeah. I can't tell exactly how many tiles are left. I think it's just 2, but we will see. Oh, hey, the one, the last one. So I wonder where that's going. Yeah, and that's gonna be all she wrote, and that looks like 2 people in Tempai. Of course, Amy waiting on the 1-2, and Melvin just waiting on the 3 so. And it's a nice little 1,500 for each of them, though Melvin lost a Ricci 6, so it's just 500. How do you feel if you saw that occur on your table? You're just like, well, disaster averted?
depends on who I am. So
True, 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 true.
if I'm Melvin, I'm like, oh wow, disaster averted.
Yeah.
Like I'm taking it, no matter what. Um, but if I'm Amy, I'm like, shucks. I mean, it's
I
like
would.
hard to like make myself less obvious in what I'm doing, you know?
No, yeah. I mean, those are
Um,
just the kind of hands that you just get, and that's life sometimes.
yeah.
Amy's hand is not gangbusters like last time. It's still good, don't get me wrong, but it's not a double Ricci, and it's not potentially a ridiculous hand. But we'll see how it progresses.
And I believe the door was the one so, which isn't Bob's hand. So
Yeah,
Bob's hand looking okay.
yeah. Bob's. We got another one so, and also Neil's hand as well. But they don't want Dora. They're a man of the 0 value. But actually, they have quite a few dots. So we'll see if they can make that stuff work. Oh,
Oh,
everyone doesn't want
everyone's
the door.
dropping the door.
Hmm. They saw the value from Amy's hand last turn. They're like, how about zero value?
Oh,
Yeah, all
okay.
right, zero value. There are still Akkas though, so we could still see a surprisingly large hand. Um, and yeah, I was gonna say I think Amy at this junction is probably gonna cut the honors. We might see her hold on to the East for a while because that double Han East always feels good.
Mhm.
An improvement for Melvin on the 3-4-5 shape. That one character is just hanging weirdly in their hand at this moment, though. We'll probably see it
Yeah.
dropped.
Neil picking up a Forso might. It has potential for Sanchoku, but
Hmm.
it's a bunch of tiles away from that.
Amy now choosing efficiency over value, so it's a fair tactic. We'll see if it pays out.
Especially with Big Humba,
Yeah,
as
especially with big
he's
hold.
like
Yeah.
reminding everyone.
Oh, triple eights. I love an Anko of a tile on the inside, especially when they have double threes as well. The concept of just San Anko is just so exciting to me.
Even for Neil taking a little thought about those.
They do have three doubles. Okay, it looks like they're maybe going to commit to some double trickery this game. We'll see. They cut the 9 dots. They really want to use those 8 dots as a double or triple. Melvin getting their dragon, so we might see them call that. We haven't seen a green dragon dropped yet.
Okay.
Bob, yeah, it's pretty good.
Bob almost finishing his other
Oh,
shape.
is is that dead? I know one east is dropped, but I don't know if the second east is dropped. I
Uh,
think we might see a Chi Toy or a Toy Toy actually from
yeah.
their hand, because when you have an actual honor that can progress your hand to a Yaku state, I love going Toy Toy with it. Hmm. Dropping
Bob.
the force though, not interested in the concept of Tanyao all simples.
Yeah, I think Bob really just wants the a character tile just to
Hmm.
be able to get that three-sided weight
Hmm.
from the Pinzu.
Yeah. And Amy's hand is staying kind of stagnant at the moment, but it's all right. It's only the first line. Good draw for Melvin though. Finally, oh, ditching the three, holding the double fours. Very interesting. Oh, and
There's one play
789
for
for
Bob
Bob.
if he wants
Yeah,
to.
I imagine we'll see a slam here. It's three-sided, 147 dot if they slam. Yeah, not a bad weight, especially second line. 147. I like it. Do you like it?
I definitely like it. Neil has to think about this 6 month though,
Yeah.
but
I
I
mean,
don't know.
they could just drop the East. Yeah, I was gonna say they could
Uh,
drop the East. They have double. They've seen one. It's not the worst decision in the world. Ooh, good improvement for Amy.
that brings Amy Rian Shantet 2 away from Tenpai.
I think, yeah, I think she's two Shanten. Hmm, we'll see though. Another East coming out of Neil makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, that's a 7, I believe.
Yep.
And yeah, got herself a 6-7-7-7. I love that shape. Huge fan. Hmm. Oh, that is all sorts of awkward for Melvin if he wants to. Yeah, okay, double Hatsu makes sense as well if you want to push and fold at the same time.
Mhm.
Oh, look like that. I feel like we're gonna see those doubles fall out of their hand one by one, which honestly is a great point of how Cheat Toy is kind of a strong hand.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's very defensive if you do want to take that route. Not that their hand's Cheat Toy, but just they have a lot of doubles.
Yeah, just the possibility of going for it works both ways,
Yeah.
offensively and defensively.
Oh, Amy switching her drop. She was like 8, nah, how about 7? Which honestly fair. And that means probably Amy is folding, as that breaks her block right down the center.
Mhm.
Mm, Tuso, not going to do too much in this hand. I wonder if Neil is going to have the desire to shove here. I mean, there is no. Hmm.
I just feel like Neil wouldn't.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't think from.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I imagine if we see oh God, it's triple one dots now. Well, we'll see right here, won't we?
I like it when the ball just makes me eat my words. It's great.
Yeah, yeah.
It's my favorite thing.
It's a hard life choice now in front of them. If they want a good weight, they of course will drop one of the doubles here because they would love to draw a 6-0 and also get their own three-sided weight. Mm-hmm.
And there we go.
Oh, and Akka from Amy, but she already dropped the 7, so her hand's kind of awkward to pilot now.
Think you just continue folding. You gotta.
Oh, yeah. I believe that's a Genbutsu tile, so that's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's the reach tile. Otherwise, that would have been very adventurous.
Very. Uh,
Oh, that
well,
is a
there's
sumo. And that is Ricci Sumo. That's it, Ricci Sumo. That is 1,000, 2,000, right? Or not, 1,500,
500.
500.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how to do math. Math is hard.
math is hard.
Truly is.
And
Oh, but it's
oh,
Big Holmba. It's Big Holmba. Oh no, I forgot.
all right.
So it's a
And
lot more than just what I just said. But you know what? Bob needed that. They get to push them back up into 5,000 realm, which it's not a lot, but it's honestly better than the Shadow Realm.
yeah, anything's better than the Shadow Realm. Don't want to be there. Not a nice
Yeah,
place. I've been. I
yeah.
visited.
hmm So our home bow, of course, is reset now, and it is now South round as Melvin is the dealer again. So we will see how this game progresses, especially now that Bob starts the South round way on the back foot. Amy's pretty high up there in the 40s, and everyone else is kind of middle zone. Second and third are pretty close.
Well, looking at opening hands, Melvin's hand looked kind of slow. Bob's hand looked okay, and Neil's hand
Neil's
looked really good.
hand. Neil's hand, on the other hand, looking really good.
What does Amy have in store for us? Okay, that's pretty good
It's
too. Not as good as Neil's,
cute,
but pretty
not as good
good.
as Neil's. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna see some calls by Neil. I have a sneaking suspicion. And of course that's of course double Dora in Bob's hand, so it's Akka and Dora, the 5 character that is.
Mhm.
So we will see if that actually helps them out or not. Oh, it'd be so nice if Neil drew another terminal, and then they got a double up on
Oh,
that terminal.
here comes
That'd
pawn
be
out of Neil.
so nice. Oh, yep, there's a pull-in by Neil. Yep, all right. I think they're gonna drop both the 2s and then the 3, and then they'll just be Chanta or whatnot on that. So it'll be pretty exciting. Hmm.
Oh,
Ooh, accidentally revealed their 9 there, but that's all right.
slips happen.
Yeah, slips
In real
happen.
life, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it was the most important tile in the world anyways either. Ooh, Amy drawn though at 9. You know what? Honestly, her hand's looking really good now. They could get the SSK 789.
Mhm.
It's kind of hard to fit that though with Ipeco as well if they get that.
Oh, and Melvin with the red 5 so.
I feel like Melvin's hand has a little too many doubles, so hopefully we'll see one of those drop soon. And a good drop from Bob there. They can utilize the 5-6 properly now. Yep, Neil dropping the 2. They understand that their best way forward is Chanta, so another terminal would be really good for them.
And Melvin probably is gonna drop that east eventually, right?
Yeah, I can't see it existing in their hand for the whole time. Round. They are dealer, of course, so it is their south. I mean, their east, but yeah, it's just functionally not super useful in their current hand. Amy just keeps getting improvements. You know what? She might just actually win this hand.
You got
She
here,
is,
Neil. Amy dropped the
yeah,
one though.
yeah.
Neil doesn't
I'm
want in,
actually,
but
uh, yeah, yeah. I'm not actually surprised that they didn't con. If it was Bob, they probably would have conned. But Neil's position, I don't think they need to con because that one so of course would have been a four, not a three.
Mhm.
Um, though Amy got herself a six. Do you take the better usage of a tile? I imagine we might see the. Oh, this is hard. It's a hard choice.
Yeah, I
She gonna
just
kill
take the
the.
six.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think
I
killing
cut the
the Apeco
nine,
is
so
safe, but if I'm going for value, I might cut the five. Oh, okay. She's going for the efficiency route. Understandable.
easy chin cut from Melvin.
Hmm. Good draw for Bob. I think we might see the West come out here unless they're trying to hold a defense style. We'll see.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
they
the
don't want it. Okay. They're committing to the single double philosophy theory, which is, I mean, it's not bad. Just saying this is my double. I'm not going to shift off of it because you don't have to go on a horrible Tonki wait later.
mhm.
I am
Melvin.
honestly surprised this hand has gone on this long with how we saw that hand at the beginning from Neil.
Yeah, it was very explosive, but just hasn't found anything yet.
Yeah, it's very depressing. They're just right there. They could hit at any moment, and yet it's not happening. And Amy draws the eight. Wow.
So what do we cut here?
Well, it's a question if we think we're going to hit Itsu or not. And if we're going to hit Itsu, then we are going to hold the five. But the issue is really we don't have a good double. So I feel like, oh, there's a weird route here which you could cut like the seven. Yeah, all right. I was going to say the seven or the eight, and you can cut another seven or a nine depending on what you draw, and just hold your eights as a double.
Mhm.
But I mean, we'll see what she draws. There's a lot of routes forward for her. It's a very difficult hand to navigate, so I imagine there might be some depression with it. And finally, Neil hits Tempai. That's a one east weight for everybody wondering. One so east, which makes that east in Melvin's hand potentially very dangerous.
We're very
Uh,
close to cutting it.
yeah, I was like, I please don't tell me I commentated cursed him. Oh no. Yeah, I imagine Neil's hand is going to stay static like this. It's a very good hand, so we'll see how it happens.
So
Ooh, eight
Amy
cut from Amy. All right.
favoring the other pair of eights.
Yeah, honestly, not terrible. I mean, you can draw the sixth character, and it works out beautifully in her hand.
Mhm.
I feel like Bob has not drawn any useful tiles for a whole line, and I feel so sorry for
Oh
them. And oh yeah, yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. They got the weight they didn't want though. They I didn't really include it in my explanation, but they wanted the one or the east. They didn't want the four. It's no longer Shanta.
Yeah. Oh, but it
So
is
it's
a half flush.
yeah, Tonitsu and South. So that is a three Han. So that'd be 3,900 or 4,000. Sorry, because 2,100 each, I believe.
And we move on to this house two. Hopefully, Bob is able to recoup his
Yeah.
losses.
Mhm.
Uh, Looking at Bob's opening hand, pair of East, pair of seven pins, pair of one so.
Hmm.
Uh, a little bit iffy, but you know, has some potential.
Yeah, it's certainly not bad. Ooh, Neil's hand's kind of clunky, but yeah, if we clear out one or two terminal honors, it might be okay. Eight so being the Dora this time, and only I think Amy's hand is the best to utilize it for right now, but we'll see. Bob's hand's got the floating Dora. We'll see.
Yeah, Amy and Bob are the only ones who currently have Dora in hand. Uh, Bob electing to cut the one so there. Neil does the same, but in Manzu. Amy drawing the sevens, so electing drop 8 pin. Mm, So, oh, there we go. There's Bob's pairing for that 8 so you were talking about. And there's Neil's pairing for the 8 so. So, we shall see if they can make any good use of it.
Mhm.
Uh,
Ooh, good four pickup though for Melvin,
yep,
dropping out the eight so. Ooh, that's a little clunky for Bob. They have three doubles. Yeah, they're electing just to cut it. They don't want
yeah.
to get themselves in an awkward zone. Hmm. An awkward pickup for Neil. They're gonna choose to keep it over the white, which makes sense. Oh, pulling by Bob. They're toss the east, and they are dealer, so they can actually utilize this tile. So we'll see how it works out for them.
And it puts him each on 10.
Yep.
So,
Hmm. Good
Bob,
improvement for Neil. They could hypothetically get a 3-4 or a 3-4-5, 2-3-4 SSK here at this hand, choosing to elect to drop the four so and just think I don't want to need to be tempted by SSK, and that's fair.
yeah, I think Neil's calculation is, well, if I win hands, no matter what size they are, I come in second, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Melvin is so close.
It is south too. People should start worrying about their position a little bit,
And
and
that's
that
Senpai
looks
for
like
Bob.
Tempai. Yeah. Waiting on a single tile though, so not the best thing in the world. Ooh, good improvement though for Amy. It's a drop in the eight, so makes sense. Ooh, poor four so. Oh no, this is the different hand for the four so. Anyways, yeah. So Bob, of course, waiting on the seven so, and we'll see if they draw it. It would, of course, net them one Dora if they can win with this hand.
I think Bob was doing a little bit of, as some people like to call it, Hollywooding, which, for those who don't know, is
Pretending.
bluffing,
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah. Pretending to think their hands like not it like they like, oh, maybe this could work in my hand, maybe it couldn't, etc.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like what Amy's electing to do here because she does not want to use her seven so as a double.
Which, would help Bob
Yeah, which would
if she
help Bob a
gets
little bit.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit. It's also kind of scary to drop the seven so we'll see what Amy does exactly. Though I think she can eat a dealer two on hand. Yep, interesting draw for Neil. They got themselves a little bit of improvement, maybe in a Payco down the line.
Yeah, electing to keep that 3 pin there.
Hmm.
Uh,
Ooh, that's not super helpful for Melvin.
Bob's still waiting on the 7 so.
Hmm. Drawing the double nines for Neil. That is a fair amount of doubles in their hand. I count up total of four, so we'll see if they go down that actual route of Chitoy.
Yeah, I don't think Neil will, but it's always good to have options, right?
Yeah. just because you might dislike Chitoy like I do, doesn't mean you should not go for it. Speaking of potentially Chitoy, they drew a 6. I feel like at this junction you probably have to go Chitoy, but we'll see. It's kind of helpful that they have the Almost Ipeko kind of blends into Chitoy, so it doesn't feel like the worst thing.
Mhm. Amy drawing a West and promptly discarding it. No
Hmm.
need for that in her hand.
Yeah. Ooh, pickup for Melvin though. I wonder if we'll see. Yeah, looks like the 4 is going to come out, and I imagine the 9 so shortly after.
Yeah. I'm still looking, and
Uh,
that's a little awkward for Neil.
yeah, I mean, you got to stay strong to the course and just stay on the Chi Toy train probably at this junction. Mm. Amy's hand just seems stuck in a hard place right now. She just needs to like, but if she improves her hand, we might see the 7 so come out. So it's actually quite awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, technically an improvement for Bob, but chooses not to use it due to the fact that it'd be kind of odd if they get another 5, etc. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Having already discarded a 5, so if you draw the 4, so it's like, well, what am I doing
Yeah,
here?
yeah, it gets really muggy. Hmm. A useless 3 so for Melvin. They've already dropped the 4 so. Makes sense. We're also kind of late into the hand now. We're getting to the third line. People's hands are probably solidified and are not shifting at all. Hey Neil, that's a cheat toy, huh? Do you Ricci? Oh,
Oh,
oh, they could have. I don't know how many 5 so's have been dropped or not, but they had dropped an 8 so. I'd be kind of interested to see that kind of weight, but it's all right.
Neil also dropped the 7 mon earlier, so
Mm-hmm.
I believe that makes it like kind of trapped a little bit, not
A
really.
little bit,
Oh,
a
and the
little.
ones and the 1 mon. There we go. It's trapped. It's fully trapped.
Yeah, it's fully trapped. That's pretty fun. Or Aka. But as we've said before, Neil doesn't need to win by a ton here. They could they also have double Dora. So it's honestly fine whatever they do here. Because Ricci, double Dora, Chitoy, it's a Mongun. They don't really have to think too much. Mm. Drops the 5, a little
Yep.
Genbutsu. It's awkward if you're Bob here. You're just like, "Well, I would really like to win a hand here. I'm
Yeah.
at 45, please.
I've been in that by for so long. Please help.
Yeah, please help me. The issue is your weight is just one of the worst tiles to wait on in the game due to its proximity to Dora. Good improvement for Melvin. Yep, and they're gonna chase actually. Do we see an open? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know how I feel about opening there, but
Oh, Bob's shifting their weight to the 8, which is actually dead because Neil has 2 of them, and another 8, it's another player's hand. But Tonki Dora is never a terrible idea. Sadly, not a useful tile. They are,
and
of course,
sadly
waiting
they'll
on
win.
the. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. So 2 players in. Wait. Oh, was that a deal? Oh, that was the deal
Is
on tile.
dealing
Oh,
to Neil.
no. Oh, God. I just realized that. Oh, no.
Chitoy Dora
Uh,
2?
yep. Toy Toy Dora 2. Or Toy Dora 2. I just don't know why I said Toy Toy. So, yeah, it's just a casual
I think
Mongon.
that's supposed to be
Right?
64, right?
No, because it
Chitoy
was
Dora?
Ricci.
Oh, Ricci
Ricci.
Chitoy Dora 2,
Or,
right.
yeah, so it was a Mongon. Yeah, yeah. You're good.
Forgot the Ricci.
I almost forgot the Ricci too, but yeah, I was like, it just makes this flat Mongon, gets rid of the 25 Fu, which makes Chitoy bad, so it works out.
Neil kicking us
Um,
off with a great opening hand there.
hmm Amy's hand, honestly, not bad too. Wow, that's a lot of bamboo. And oh, speaking of the bamboo she probably wants. Those are all the 5 says. How about that? Mm.
And,
And 1 dot's the Dora this time. I don't know how usable that's in everybody's hand.
if I recall correctly, Bob seems like the closest to use it, but unfortunately for
Oh,
Bob, he also has the worst hand.
yeah. And Amy drawing an improvement. Maybe Chinitsu. We'll see. Oh, hey, Melvin. Nice Dora you got there. Drops the self. We'll see if they can draw one of the twos. Bob, of course, has 2 of them, but that's not all 4. Good pickup from Neil here. They drop the 9, electing to keep the 4, 6, 8 shape, which is not bad. I like that shape.
Amy also electing to drop the south, like this
Mhm.
before.
This table doesn't seem too. I don't think anyone's got in. Only like one hand is one on off a Yakuhai kind of situation. We saw like the East. So this has not been
Yeah.
a Yakuhai call, win, fast hands kind of game. Not at all. I should also mention this is South 3. So positions are extremely tight here. People need to solidify their position in a sense, if they can.
Or just make a comeback for your team,
Yeah, exactly.
Either
Yeah.
way. Oh, there's a completion of a shape for Neil. The two,
Yeah.
three, or 3, 4, 5 pin shape.
hmm
And there's
I
a
will
completion of a
say,
shape for Amy.
yeah, wow, that's really nice. Ooh, and Melvin hits the 2. Wow, that's great for them.
Able to keep that Dora. Always nice
Yeah.
to see.
hmm Bob's hand though, it looks so close to greatness. They need to like draw 2 tiles and hopefully get a good tempi. We'll see. Melvin, I'm really happy they have the 3 5 5 shape. We'll see how long it can last in their hand. They have a second double now too. So they might just drop the 3 honestly and hit because they're Ishan 10 now, so
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. Hmm. Neil electing to keep what I would probably call a safe tile here, the East. Though it is also their seat win.
Is this Tempai for Amy if she cuts the first?
Uh, yes. Yes, it
If
is.
she elects to.
Yeah, if she decides to reach you here. She is instead going to drop the 3 5, hopefully hoping to choose a better tempi down the road. So I can respect that, especially from her position. She can take a little bit more lackadaisical approach to the game.
Not really finding much
No, this whole
over the course
entire
of these draws.
line, yeah, you just look at it and it's so depressing. Oh, they dropped the 6, so did I see that right? Breaking their
I
6 7 shape?
I believe so.
Interesting. Do they smell blood in the water? I'm curious. Oh, Amy, just have a better hand. You're right.
Yeah, just
She
just
could
draw
simply
what you need. You know.
she can simply Dama this. She does not have to Rishi this. She chooses to
No,
Rishi
Amy
though.
Amy doesn't know the definition of Dama. Amy just reaches.
Fair enough. That is very fair. I don't know how much that will dissuade players like Bob, who are 45, but we'll see. Because they need a comeback. I don't think they can just allow Amy to walk away with this. Oh, I misread it. It was a 9, so they dropped, not a 6. That's fine. Yeah. Mm. Oh my lord.
Oh,
Ipatsu
just
Sumo?
draw exactly what you need, Amy. Well done.
Alright, well done. Ipatsu Sumo Dora Dora. Is that just a mangan? That looks a lot like a mangan. Yeah,
Matsusumo,
yeah,
Dora, Reach. Yeah, manga.
yeah. That is great for the destroyers. Not necessarily so great for Bob's chances of coming back here, but we'll see. And honestly, kind of solidifies Amy's lead. She could simply fall asleep at the wheel here in a sense and just take first place, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, our opening hands is
Yeah.
only okay. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is definitely a choice by the player here to say like I don't want to win anymore or something. I just want to guarantee my first or something to that degree.
yeah,
But we'll see what happens, of course. Maybe some wall shenanigans there for a second. Took a bit for Melvin to draw their tile. The Dora this time, of course, being the north wind, so that could cause some spiciness. We'll see.
Elvin electing to get rid of that 8, so even though he had the 9/7 hand.
I like Bob's hand. I'm a
Oh.
huge fan of it. I was kind of hoping they'd hold the honors, but honestly, that's fine. I'm just gonna believe in the Chinitsu.
Hmm.
Neil's hand a little bit clunkier, due to the fact they have double four so's and a one so, but we'll see if it actually works out for them.
I mean, you could make like the Forces the pair, or but
Yeah, 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 yeah.
it's just
It's functional. It's just a little awkward.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, choosing to keep the three characters as the double and drops the four. Hmm. Bill, Bob hold the 1-3 for their good shape.
Yep.
Killing the four, I think we're going to see a Chinitsu by Bob. They're cutting the four character like that, but we'll see.
And Neil is Ishan 10.
Hmm. This could be the fastest hand of the day. We'll see if they can hit temp by. I don't think we've had a hand win in the first line yet.
Yeah, even with the double Rishi,
Yeah,
nobody.
it was that took until about was that like second line, third line? I don't remember. It was a while.
What do you cut here if you're
Mm.
Neil? You cut the one
Uh,
so?
yeah, that's perfectly fine right there. I was about to say I'd probably cut the I probably would have cut the one so, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. I'm just a sucker for Ipeco though. I can't help myself.
Hmm.
Amy, sorry, Melvin electing to drop the 8 character, not too interested in that. Bob just not hitting these dots that they want to hit.
Yeah.
Uh, Hopefully for them, they can just go open and get a Hanuman, and then they can actually flip the script and get third place. It'd be great.
Not for Melvin, but it would be
No, no, no,
great for
not for Melvin. Correct.
for everyone.
Great for yes, yeah. Sadly, one thing being good for one player is typically bad for the other players. Oh, that is such a good draw for Bob. That's phenomenal. They now have two Onkos, the fours and the fives. However, one of those Onkos, the fours, is being used in the 2-3 2-3 shape, but things can be done about that.
And I think Neil dropped the 6 pin, which seems like he's leaning towards Chanda.
Yes,
Just
it
a
does
little bit.
indeed seem that. Yeah. Melvin drawing the 3 bamboo. Unfortunately, they've already dropped the 2, so it looks like their hand might be a little dead in the water at this junction. I wonder if they're. I'm not sure what Melvin's 100% doing piloting wise with their hand. That is ridiculous. That's a good draw.
I mean, I guess Bob just firing all on all cylinders at the
The,
final hour.
yeah, yeah. They only needed to wait till this moment to win all the game. They're actually just gonna get a Yakuman. Counted Yakuman. It's gonna be fine. Oh my
Oh my
lord,
God.
another good one. Oh, okay. So yeah, the Chinitsu dream is very much alive now. I'm very excited. And especially because I don't feel like anyone's hands is like actually good slash close, if that makes sense. Like there's
Yeah.
hands that are kind of close, but like their waiting tiles don't seem very good right now. Amy's hand getting closer to that. It's Ishan 10, it looks like they're probably gonna go on a sad Shaba wait if worst case scenario. Mm,
Interesting from Melvin.
yeah. Oh, the White Dragon. Not super useful. It's been discarded already, so yeah, it's gonna come on out. Oh, that's the tile that they wanted, the 7. That's a shame. Should have just simply drawn the correct tile. It was
Like Amy,
interesting.
draw the
Yeah,
correct
it's
tile.
a correct tile. My mistake. It's actually interesting. Amy drew a 5 dot and dropped it. Sorry, that just say We could have seen a pawn actually across the table because they could have still utilized the five as a singular. But I imagine they need to stay closed if they want to try and catch up.
Mhm.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Not bad, you know.
Yeah, it's now three concealed triplets. So all right. Technically, if they draw the seven, oh, I don't know actually what the weight would there be. That's too hard for my brain. Because normally it would just be like 1, 2 or something to that degree, or 4, 1, 2, 4. But I don't know past that. Oh no.
I'd have to look at the hand again.
Yeah, that's it could become very complicated if they draw the sevens dot. Or they could draw the one and wait just on the seven dot, which is also pretty good and a lot easier to count.
Oh, and this
Good
is 1-5 for
draw.
Neil, if he
Yeah,
wants
and they're
to.
gonna
Yeah.
yeah, Ricci on the 5-8. Yeah. I would not be surprised if we oh Amy's gonna make change. That makes sense. Uh I would not be surprised if we saw a Ricci chase by Bob, especially if they can get themselves a double.
Do you open Rishi though if you're Bob? I guess, right?
Yeah, you kind of
It's
have
the
to.
final
I
hour,
feel,
right? Last
yeah, it's the
man.
final hour. Yeah, it just feels required. Amy drew double Dora, but I don't think she's going to try and win with it, especially for how her hand looks overall. Oh my God, these dots. Oh
They don't
no,
know. They
they
don't know.
don't know the danger. Yeah, I think it's kind of impossible for them to draw the 8 dot. Yeah, because Amy has two and one 8 dots actually dropped, and one nine has been dropped too. It'd be kind of hard actually for them to get the. Oh, and there's yeah. Okay, so it's impossible for the Shabo improvement. I take it all back.
Oh.
Oh, they can drop the 9 dot though. That gets increasingly complicated if they drop. Oh, okay, they're gonna drop the 6. I got really scared because I mean, I guess actually all the 5 dots are gone, so the actual oh
Oh,
doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. That's a pretty good hand. So that is Chinitsu, Aka. So that's 6, 7. Is it just a um? Is it just a Hane?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
And that,
Uh, it's not enough to save them from fourth, but it's all right.
considering what Amy has done to the table, it's not nothing.
No, it's not
Amy,
nothing. Not at all. Not at all. They could have elected to drop a 3P the turn prior, I believe, to try and hit Itsu. Because they would have had a 1, 2, 3 double threes. No, I don't think that actually works now when I think about it. No, it doesn't, because you can't use the Akas in the 6 or the Ankos in the 6. My bad.
and unfortunately for Bob, he did not reach E. So
Mm-hmm.
potential Oradora off the table. The extra con from reaching off the table. So
Mm-hmm.
potential ways to get back into third. Uh,
Yeah.
just a bit short.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be happy if I was Bob, honestly here. I've been Yakitori all game. I win a Hanuman. Pretty good.
Yeah, I'll always take a Hanuman.
Yeah,
Definitely,
I would take a Hanuman as well.
definitely better than nothing. Uh, that being said, looks like
Yeah, the name
the
tags are
players.
coming off, and we're gonna be doing a little bit of a swap.
Yeah, this was our first table of the night. We're gonna be seeing a second table of the night,
Yep,
which has the other four teams. Um,
correct.
but we
Yeah,
will get
we're
to
gonna
that in like in 5 to 10 minutes. So
yeah.
stick
So
around
small
and
yeah small intermission. We'll be right back. Get a cup of tea. Who knows how late it is over there? Not too late for California, I guess.
yep,
But
we will see you soon.
yep. All right.
I'm assuming mics are off.
Okay.
Okay. know that you're not knocking over the cameras or pushing the cameras with your
I should probably wait.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but that is a healthy first.
Very healthy first. But now we're on to our second table of the night. We
Hmm.
got the the triad, the
Penguins, right?
the penguins, the opie dopes, and the FalKANs.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. And we'll be seeing, I believe, two Michaels at the same table, right?
Uh, no, there aren't two Michaels at this table, just the one. But there are two Michaels in the league, I believe, at least.
Oh, I must have misread. It's all right. But yes, we'll be seeing different players for game two. Not to say that table one's not still happening, but yeah. And to catch everybody up on what happened, so we only watched one of the tables that happened last round. There was a second one, and it finished with Vinny coming in first with a 4,600. The FalKANs came in second with a 27,600. Then finally, it's the Penguins in third with a 16,900. And finally, the Triads got Christie with 10K 900. So sadly, putting the Triads a little bit further down the, how do we say, totem pole?
Yeah, and speaking of the second table, we have two new players to the league, which
Oh,
are
really?
Christy and Michael, who did not play the last season, but I
Ah,
think we're almost ready to get our players to the table and get hands set up.
that's
Um,
exciting.
do you want to talk about the two other players while we wait
Yeah,
for
sure.
the?
Yeah. I'm very familiar with Vinny. I've seen them at multiple tournaments, and I'm also very familiar with Pio because I've also seen them at multiple tournaments. So that's kind of funny. Both great players, is what I would say. Um, oh, it looks like we are starting, right?
Yeah, so it looks like Michael is our East player for
Mm-hmm.
this table, followed by Vinny, Christy, and then Pio in that order.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but looking at Michael's opening hand for us, it looks all right, and dropping that north right away. And I believe he has a
Ooh,
one door.
I'm a fan of Vinny's hand. Good usage for potential Dora, double whites, who knows? A lot of avenues available for them.
Christie's hand looks all right, not too much to write home about though. And
Hmm. An immediate North cut from North Seat. Understandable. One's already been cut before, so who knows? Ooh, good pickup though for Vinny, completing that 1, 2, 3 block. Cut in the 9, holding on to those honors, hoping they can get themselves a cool little Yakuhai to help themselves out.
Vinny is a fan of spicy hands.
Hmm.
Most people on the internet have come up to him in real life and said, "Yakuman
Oh.
guy." So,
And
oh,
there's the Pullen from Pio, getting
immediate
themselves a
fun.
triple Hatsu. So that's nice. Or yeah.
And Michael connecting the red five in his hand. Wonder what he's gonna cut for
Well,
that
the
four.
3 is Dora, so I can understand if they want to hold the 2 for potential more Dora usage. It's actually worth noting here that Vinny did not call the white. Came out first round and decided to just sit on their laurels.
Yeah. Christy also picking up a red five, so hopefully that'll
Hmm.
lead to something for her.
Hmm. Mm. Michael drawing a 4, so not super usable with the hand right there. Yeah.
Uh,
I'm a little surprised, honestly, that Vinny didn't go open on the white. But I mean, I can understand they have 2 floating honors that just don't 100% work in the hand. It's a little awkward.
and there goes the last of the Norths out of Christie.
Hmm.
All gone. No more looking for those, Pia.
Yeah. Oh, 7 pickup for Michael. It means they'd have to kill their double potentially down the road. So we'll see how much they enjoy this or not.
Yeah, I like it.
Not super interested. Yeah. Mm. Oh, good pickup for Vinny though.
Hmm.
Tosses the 8, gets himself a 4, 4, 5, 6 shape. Fan of that shape. Technically, I'm a fan of any shape that gets us closer to Tempai, though. So I'm an easy person to please.
Pio electing to drop that Shin there and keeping the two so over it.
Hmm.
And Michael bringing up the
Oh,
nine
poor
so and dropping the
Michael.
seven. Oh no.
Yeah. Well, it's all right.
It happens.
Yeah. Ooh, Vinny thinking about the 5. So here they're probably gonna cut in. Yep, cuts the Chun. Thinking, this isn't probably gonna work out too well in my hand, so may as well cut it. Triple Anko of the ones. Huh.
Yeah, things
I,
moving right along for Christie.
I feel like Christie's hand, however they just got a block, it looks very clunky. Also, that is just so depressing. If only they had kept the 7. But it's perfectly fine. It's Ishan 10 now.
And he picking up another possible pair if he wants to keep it. And
Hmm.
decides to. Here's Christie.
Ooh. Yeah, his hand's strange. If they drop the 2 dot, they're basically saying, I don't really want Dora anymore. Drops the extra 5, so that makes sense. Uh, like Pio drawing a 7, which does help out their blocks tremendously. Oh, yeah.
Hmm. Oh, Michael picking up another two Mon, but electing to re-replace it. So
Yeah. It's not too crazy.
Just showing feigning strength, I guess, or feigning progress, right?
Yeah. Oh, great draw for Christie. Now the hand actually looks like decent in a sense. I
Hmm.
would not be surprised if we actually see the Tuso dropped soon, because they already have like a confirmed double and whatnot.
Hmm. Ooh, Vinny picking up a second East. I can't remember if Nice has been dropped before this hand,
Uh,
but
I don't think so, to my knowledge. I do not think so. Hmm. Six pickup for Christie. Sadly, not usable, really, with the hand composition she has going, but maybe she'll finesse it in. After all, she did drop the seven dot, so yep, the five might be coming out. At this junction, she might just be thinking, what's a safe tile to keep, actually, due to the
yeah.
fact that we're midway through the second hand, or the second line. Yeah. Oh, good pickup for Pio. I think they're Ishan 10. I didn't actually get to see
I
half their
believe
hand.
it's Ishantan for PO, which is surprising that PO opened his hand. He usually plays at a faster. Oh, and there's another pair for Vinny, but probably not going to take that one. But yeah, PO plays at a more, how do I say, likes to get more points, get a little bit greedier, you know. And five Mon for Christie, pairing up with the six she kept if she wants to take it, and she elects to do so. That's Senpai for PO, the one pin right there if he wishes to take it.
Yep, and I'd be waiting on just the seven character for right now, which is fine. Hmm. Uh, an interesting pickup for Michael. Another. They fancy the concept of replacing tiles that they pick up from their hand. It's a little cheeky thing to do.
If anyone's noticing where he's placing the new tile back in, though, it's like, oh, you put it in the same spot that you took it out. So something to possibly look out
Yeah.
for in the future for the other players.
Oh, East comes
Well,
out. Does Vinny call it?
and Vinny
Yes, they
does.
do. Yep. And that puts them in Tempai on the white and the two character. So that's nice and exciting. Of course, the white would be a nice little surprise. I bump them up to three Han, to my understanding. Actually, wait, does Vinny have Dora? I can't remember.
I also can't remember. Uh, but this is Tempai for Michael if he wishes to
Yeah,
take it.
I imagine they might. The Shabo's not awful. The eight and the eight. It's also Tanyao, so they don't even have the Ricci necessarily. They have Akka and Dora, so it's three Han if they don't Ricci, and they Ricci on the seven character. All right, I am surprised.
I would have taken
Oh,
the
and the funny thing
combo.
is, the eight would have come out. Oh, that feels so
Oh
bad.
no.
Oh, that would feel so bad. I
Maybe
feel
he's
like
seeing something on the table that we're not seeing.
possibly.
Oh,
I
there's
don't.
one eight on the table already, right? So
Yeah, I
eight pin,
think it.
yeah.
I don't know. I think the Shabo it was pretty good, just due to the fact that it was Tanya out. It's worth the same as the Ricci, but everyone's allowed to do whatever they want, and sometimes they want to be tricksy. I can understand it. Oh, Vinny does have a Dora, so this hand is really good no matter what. Except they're folding now with the two character drop like that. Oh my.
Interesting. And another Dora for Christie.
Yeah. Sadly not Tempai though. Um, my real sadness here is I just want to see a Dama. I'm a sucker for Damas, so anytime I see the option for it, I'm like, oh, please give it to me. And
Oh,
that is a sumo. They just saw that they were gonna draw that. That's my bad. And an Ura. Wow, nicely. Or not an Ura. That would be the West. Yeah, it's just Dora. Wow.
and it's dealer. So
Yeah, it's pretty
four
good.
for each.
Yeah. That is pretty chunky.
That is a great way to start your first time on camera for Michael.
Yep. Yep. Honestly, it's great. The Falcons got a second last game. If they could get a first this game, oh, that'd help their position properly. Which
Looking at
the Falcons are in seventh overall right now, I believe, in the ranks. So
yeah, the
there's that.
FalKANs could use that. Oh, nice little bump up. But
Hmm.
looking at Michael's opening hand, seems like it's a bit slow. There's some potential for some shapes, but no only one completed shape. So
Hmm. Ooh, I don't love how Vinny's hand looks. That
me,
is, But after they drop a few of those honors, I imagine it'll look a lot cleaner.
bro, I was counting how many honors there were because Vinny is the type of person to go for Kokoshi.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's exciting. I don't think there was that many. I don't think it was that bad. Which, honestly, big fan of the Kokoshi pivot into Nagashi. Just gonna say that it's a fun pivot.
Mm.
Ooh, double green though for Vinny. So actually, things are maybe turning up right because they already have the block for the 789. So maybe I'll be eating my words about their hand being bad.
And potential half flush for Vinny also, right?
True.
Who knows? Uh, Pio just thinning up the hand a little bit.
It would be surprising though because I feel like they'd have to cut one of their good blocks to go Honitsu, but we'll see. Um, Michael getting a second three so, trying to decide if they want that double double or the third double in their hand. They choose not to, which makes sense.
I think it's more of
Vinny,
which pair you keep, right?
yeah, Vinny drawing another honor. Sadly, not super happy about the one he picked up. Good pickup though for Christy. Got an Aka to use for her Forso.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And Pio finding a way to get both sides of that Dora to potentially be
Oh,
of use.
dropping the seven so. I'm actually surprised. I would have thought maybe the 7-8 to just go for a cleaner end weight, but it's all right. Another, all right. Well, that's another double for Christy. However, it is not bad, and she elects to keep it over the five, which makes sense.
I like that cut, but I also don't like that cut
Yeah,
because
yeah.
yeah, like on the
It
table
just
you only see Manzu, right? But
yeah. Thankfully, it's just the first line, so hopefully no one's tempai at that point.
there's a two mon for Christie. Gets rid of the two so. Feeling it's a little safer. Pio just slowly progressing along. Michael picking up that north wind and immediately discards it.
Yeah. Vinny picking up an extra four though, which by the way they elected to not pull the Green Dragon when it came out turn ago. It seems that Vinny really likes the concept of staying closed and possibly playing very defensively. That's what I'm finding out. Hmm. Yeah, this might turn very good though for Vinny because they can of course they probably have a triple with a double weight or something. That looks pretty
Here's
good, and that
tempai for
is
Christie.
3.7 dot little Shabo action. Ooh, that's a pretty good five Aka pickup for Pio. However, it is awkward due to the Ricci they just saw. Do you push this?
I think I pushed this. I
Hmm.
think it's first
I
row. Or
Ooh,
okay.
that
Theo
looks like a
disagrees.
fold. Yeah, yeah. Pio disagrees, which perfectly fair. Understandable. Now, the only issue is if we see another sumo. Another sumo comes out and you start falling behind and you just feel so unhappy about the situation. Wow, that was a interesting pickup. If they had kept the two, that would have been very interesting. But it's all right. Good pickup for Pio, and they got to drop a safe tile, so it works out. Um, Michael choosing to drop the 9 character, which I think was, yeah, it's Genbutsu. Hmm.
Christy.
Ooh, another 2 character. The game electing to not giving people much more knowledge. Pio drawing a second double Dora, so that's their second Dora. Their hand's really expensive. I would not be surprised if Pio changes their mind about folding now.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, it's Holmba of the big variety. So honestly, this is just a very expensive hand, hypothetically, for anyone who wins. Because 1500 is 1500.
Looks like
Hmm.
Vinny's also electing to fold here.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense. Which, yeah, South coming out from Pio. I just looked at the table and I don't think we've seen a 3 dot or well, there's a 7 dot. So the 2 7s are accounted for, but I don't know where the 3 dots are. There's one in the discards and one in Vinny's hand for the 7s, but I just don't see any 3s yet.
yeah, I don't remember seeing any other threes. Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
well, there it is. There's one. All right. Well, that works out, right?
I think we just have to speak it into existence, you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, yes, I Sumo, Richi, Aka, and I believe that is it. So with big Holmba, that'd be 1,500 and 2,500, I believe. Or sorry, yeah, because it's 4,000. Or is that more foo? That might be more foo.
It's
Eight,
Is that a 31?
8, 2,
So, yeah.
1.
I
Oh, Sumo. Yeah, I think it's for 4,000, but 5,500 for the Holmba.
either way, we're on
Either,
to it's
yeah,
another
either
two.
or. Yeah, either or. East 2, no more Holmba. Everybody's happy. Vinny's
Yeah.
turn to be dealer.
And looking at Vinny's opening hand, looks pretty good.
Yeah, and they're electing to just drop the dragons this time. You know, if you're not gonna call them, you may as well just kill them, right?
Yeah. And the Sixodora.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that yet, but
Oh,
well,
hey,
okay.
Pio. Pio's hand is potentially very quick if they get those whites. Choosing to drop the 5 dot over the 9, so interesting. We might see like a Honitsu shove then potentially by Pio. We'll see. Hmm. Electing to keep the 1 character if the 1 oh wow, that's a lot of 2s from Vinny.
Yep.
Well, there's no Ipeco chances then for Michael.
Just
I
comparing what those
feel
senses.
so awkward about Christie's hand. It's just a lot of doubles. I think I remember if I count either 3 or 4, but it's just not super fun. And that's
That's
5
also a lot of
doubles?
doubles.
I think that was 5 doubles. Oh my. This might be a Cheetoy oriented gameplay. And Pyoko opens on the white. Makes sense killing the 3-1 right off the gate, trying to get themselves into Tenpai. They're in Ishan 10 right now. Hmm. Finally, the 1 comes out from Michael. They're like, I have the double 4s. I don't need another thing on that side.
And he dropping the 8-pin and putting himself in Ishan 10.
Mm-hmm. Good pickup for Christy, hypothetically. She has so many doubles, though, so it's kind of, we'll see.
It is a little awkward, yeah.
Yeah, good pickup technically by Pio, though if they draw the 5, it's not super ideal because their Tenpai results in them dropping Dora. I just want Christy to draw another double to see what she does. I hope she doesn't actually, but I want to see it.
Christie electing to not keep the 9-pin around. Instead, in favor of keeping
Oh,
the oh wow.
yeah. Oh wait, no, it's not Tenpai. That's my mistake. Yeah, that's not going to be Tenpai. But Pio choosing to drop the Dora and shift the hand ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but
Yeah,
seems like he favors it.
it's fine. It's just unfortunate. They are at 19K. So I would like to win the hand.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, but 3 Han and 2 Han are just such a wild jump in point value, so I don't know.
And he's gonna
Mm.
be sad dropping this red flag.
Yeah, they already dropped the 3 so and the 8. It's a little clunky, especially with the rest of the hand. 6 character. That's a godsend from where I come from. That's a good pickup.
What do we drop?
Ah, the 1. I see. I guess we're trying to hold out for all of our choices. PO choosing to chi that, and they dropped the 7 character, putting them on a 6-9 weight of the characters.
Which I believe we've only seen the 9 from Vinny, and there's one
Ye
6 from Kirsty in her
yeah, I
hand.
think so. It's a pretty live weight, so that's good odds for PO. Hard choice for Vinny, but they're gonna drop the 7 dot. Fair, fair, fair. Ooh, the 4 bamboo.
Well, it's
Hmm.
safe into PO, so
Yeah, it's safe into PO, so that's nice.
oh,
Well, that's just that easy. Well, not that exciting of a hand. It's just Dora White, so it's just a quick 2K overall. Uh, the foo being nothing special either, just 30.
and on to East 3.
Mm-hmm.
Is Christie as our
Christy.
dealer?
Yep.
Oh,
Mm,
after drawing that, that got a little bit
yeah,
better.
I was like, oh, that got a little better. Looking at the hand prior, I was like, oh, this is a little clunky, but that makes things a little nicer. She's got 1 completed block and then like 2 good block shapes, but those honors in the center probably need to go. Yeah.
Yep.
Drop in the north, that makes sense too. Oh, that's a lot of honors as well there, Michael. That makes sense. And it looks like the Dora is the 2 character.
I believe so, yeah.
Yep.
Which Vinny has good access to with that
Yes.
1-3.
And Christy already has one of them, so nice sailing for her too.
Yeah, just dropping some honor tiles,
Yep, yep,
as
yep.
you do.
As you do, and as you do, just draw the Dora and complete your 1-3 shape. Why not? It's that easy. Honestly, I like the shapeage of Vinny's hand a lot. It could turn really neat very quick. Christy, though, drawing the 3 character, which helps tremendously as well.
And Michael finding another pair.
Oh, God. I don't love how Michael's hand is progressing at the current moment. Not to their own fault, just to the wall's fault, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vinny, I believe, drew into Ishanten there, if I'm
Yep.
correct. I could be wrong.
He's Ishan 10 on the 3 on 2 Ryanman weights, 2 different.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, this might be a potentially very fast hand if things go Vinny's way. Which honestly they kind of need it. They're at 18K. They're in fourth. It is only East 3, but you want to win a hand or two.
I think what do we drop here? Yeah, 9 pen. Keep the 5s
Yeah,
alive.
yeah. And honestly, it's technically perfect Shanten because you get the double. So there's that. Which sometimes perfect Shanten's overrated.
You're having a little bit of a think about the 7, so
Makes sense. It does make a little bit better shapeage in the hand, so I can't blame them for considering everything before they discard it. It's never a bad idea to think about your hand. Speaking of thinking about your hand, Vinny's gonna reachy and not think about their hand. Oh, and Christie immediately drawing a good tile as well, improving their hand as well. So that's lovely. Yes, and their weights are the 3 and the 6 so for Vinny. So quite a nice little hand they've constructed. Sadly not dealer, but I think they'll take it no matter what.
Christy, if she takes this, she's Rianchan 10? No, you
Yeah.
shouldn't. No, Rianchan 10. I was right the first time. Uh, likes to drop a safe tile instead, which understandable. You never know what Vinny's gonna drop.
Yeah, I mean, we have no idea. Though from how these tables have been going, I expect a sumo. Yeah. Mm. It's so awkward to be Christie in this position. I want to be able to push, but the hand just is so clunky. Oh, it's so frustrating. I think I would have to fold. I just for my own position, I'd be too scared.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about how many tiles have we seen out of Vinny and like what is safe.
Oh, well, that's
So
not safe. It's gonna be really unfortunate if they drop something like the 9 so and bait themselves into the 6 later.
I was just thinking the same thing.
That
Uh,
happens all the time. You're like, I'm gonna build my own Suji, and then you do, and you deal in. You're like, wait a second, I think I messed up. Another 8 discard by Vinny. Honestly, they're probably kind of happy about that. Less information, the better.
yep. And PO just
Yeah, and
following suit. Yeah.
yeah, PO is 100% folding at this junction. Then, yeah, they're just deconstructing their hand to such a high degree. Ooh, an improvement technically for Christie in a way. Okay, 6
The
comes out.
I think we're just folding.
So yeah, otherwise that 5 Akka is going to come out too, which is a little spooky just in general.
You know, Michael drawing that second 9 so might talk himself into discarding both of
Thinking,
those and
oh
then
yeah, yeah. Oh hey, Christy drew another 6 character. Like, hey, you sure you want to fold? Like, you got a second chance at life right here. That's the game trying to tease you into making a bad decision. Oh, speaking of potentially bad decisions, that is an Akka for Pio. Though they have already kind of murdered their hands, so I imagine, yeah, they'll keep on murdering it.
oh, those are the E's. Oh,
Oh, there
7.
comes the 7. We're getting a little close to the tiles that Vinny wants to see. We'll see. I mean, technically the 7 so came out, just drop the 1 so. It's the long Suji. Just pretend
Yeah,
that's safe.
yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally. That is potentially some bad advice that I've given my own self sometimes, and it doesn't actually work.
I mean, you also have another one, so if the first one passes, you know the second one's gonna pass.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a better argument. He's like, oh, this actually is functionally safe. Ooh, 2 6s and 2 9s. Very good for Michael's safety in the sense they get to keep them all.
And he's still searching for the winning tiles.
Hmm. Yeah, this might just be a exhaust go next kind of deal. But we'll see. We'll see. Which I'm sure Vinny does not want to see when they're at 17K. They want to get a little bit back in the game. You know, they're not out of the game, but you don't want to drop beneath like 15K.
Mhm.
Feels so sad. And that is a push by PO. I wonder if they're actually pushing or they were just trying to change the draw order. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it's just maybe a last grasp at Tempai before
Yeah.
exhaust. Um, but
Because, I
also if
mean,
you're Vinny, like to your last point, I think
Mhm.
it's okay because he's dealer, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
if he goes to exhaust.
Wait, no, Christie's dealer, right?
Oh, Christie's dealer. Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah, 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 yeah. You're good. Good improvement for Michael, though. However, we're getting to the end of the hand, and safety is a problem. So they might not actually choose to elect for Tempai. Wow, triple fives for Christie, but she's just gonna drop that seven, and we'll see.
He already knows the 7-0 is safe, so it tosses it back.
Yep, it makes sense. Hmm. South comes out. Yep, I believe that's the fourth one, so that makes sense. Ooh, bamboo, but not the bamboo Vinny was searching for. That's the bamboo Vinny's searching for, but yeah. They cannot they cannot reach this, right? No, no,
No.
no, no.
But Hyokin-Chi
Oh, yeah, the Pio Shi. I was wondering what the small delay was for. That makes sense.
does make him Ishanten. So
Yeah, but it could also get really scary for them if they draw something that they cannot use and they want to keep Ishanten.
exactly.
Wait,
Oh, that's a 9. That's a 9. It's a 9.
oh, what, were you sure that was a nine? I thought that was a
It's,
six.
it looked like a 6. I'm
It
pretty
looked
sure it's
so
a
much like
9.
a six. I had a heart attack. I was like, did he just furry ten himself? I need to see this tile again. I need confirmation. It's got to be a nine, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 9.
Yeah, otherwise, yeah, 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 it's a nine.
There we
Oh,
go.
that's the sumo. That's the sumo. Love to see it. All right. Whew, scared me there for a second. Pinfu Dora Ricci, I believe, is all it is. And then sumo, right?
Yep.
Yep, 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 yep. That is a quick Mongon then. Yep. And that puts Vinny in a comfortable spot, puts Pio in a little bit uncomfortable spot. However, they are dealers, so they're pretty happy.
But looking at this hand,
Yeah, I mean,
not
looking at this
bad.
hand, it's not bad, but it's definitely not great. At least they have one completed block, so
Yep.
that's kind of nice.
And 2 almost completed blocks. So
Yeah, you could get certainly a lot worse. This is a very usable hand.
looks a little bit better from Michael with the
Ooh, I feel so sad. The Tuso came out. We could have saw 1, 2, 3 SSK. I'm a big sucker for it. I want to see one. We haven't seen one yet today. Uh, so the Dora is the white dragon. So we will see if anybody has any of those. I don't think they do.
yep, just
Oh,
Theo does.
Pio does just one. We'll see how long they hold that tile and if it pays out or not. Ooh, good four pickup though for Vinny, huh?
Yeah, very good. A lot of red dragons in people's hands though.
Yeah. I imagine the red dragons will come out and they're just being held for like a little bit of safety. Because like you can almost guarantee it's a safe tile now that it's door indicator, right?
Mhm.
Not to say you should do that by law, however, it's a fun little thought. Yep, drops the one character, keeping the 2/4. Makes sense.
Also, Vinny not electing to pawn the pots that Christie dropped earlier, which
Yeah.
somewhat
They
interesting.
have
Food for thought.
they've never called a dragon yet. They've been double up on dragons 3 times now and called none of them. So it's very interesting. It kind of makes sense, especially here, because if you go open, let's say just once with this kind of hand, it's like worth one Han, and someone gets the triple dragon, that's not great. Vinny's hand was so still there for a second, I thought it froze for a second. I was like, oh my. Drops the seven dot, so fixes up that 7, 8, 9 shape. So that's nice.
Christie picking up that 8 mon, just solidifying things a little bit, making things a little less foggy.
Good pickup for Michael. Finishes their 7-9 shape as well.
Yeah.
They're getting really close to a tempai. Yeah, drops the 4-2. Probably
Yep.
going to result in the best tempai for them. Oh, huge pickup for Vinny.
And this
All
puts a
right.
Mish on 10.
Yep, push the Mish on 10. Yep. Mm. It's really sad because Pio has this little hanging white dragon. I feel like this is the issue with the Dora dragons. You hold it, and sometimes it can bite you in the butt if you keep holding it for too long.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so scary to let it go.
And I believe Michael just drew into Ishan 10 as well. So
Mm.
it'll be a race between the two of them, hopefully.
Ooh, that's an Anko of nines. I believe that's also Ishanten. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. And does this put Yo? No, this
No,
Rian
no.
Shantan. Yeah, two
Yeah,
away.
yeah. It's that white dragon. It's holding him back. The issue is if he hits Ishanten, he either has to Dora Tonki or he's got to let go of that tile because it can't be used. Oh wow, what a draw for Christie. They can do the 1 4-way. Yep, that's
Yeah,
what they're gonna elect to do.
love it. Love to see it.
It is Ricci Nomi. So not a lot of points. However, a win is a win. So yeah.
I don't think I see any nines so there is a potential con available.
There could be a potential con, which would be very exciting. Kino's hand became very unfortunate due to the fact that the 5 works in their hand, but the white can't come out. So yeah.
Yeah. Michael picking up what
Oh,
to use a different
oh,
card.
the white dragon. I wonder if that's gonna come out. Oh, that's a shame it didn't. What I'm hoping for is Ipatsu Sumo. That works too. Ipatsu Sumo no Ura. And so it's just the 3 Han hand on the Sumo. I believe that is
1K2K?
yeah. 1K, 1K, 2K. So a nice little pickup for Christie there. Puts her in a decent spot. Honestly, everyone's in a decent spot still. It is South 1 now, but honestly, it's still anyone's game. The game scores are very close.
Mhm. Also, whenever I see those numbers tick down, I always think like, man, what if we heard the Yu-Gi-Oh sound? You know?
Oh god,
The life total's changing.
so good. That'd be so good. I'd be so happy.
It just feels appropriate. Oh, that is a lot of honors from Vinny.
Oh my. The funny part is they're not gonna call it. Like, I can see the future. They're not gonna call it. Oh, they dropped the 2 out of their 4-2 shape. That's interesting.
Vinny's going for Kokushi. I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Please no. No. Please no. They didn't have enough terminals for it.
It's Vinny. The man loves
All right.
Kokushi.
All right, fair enough. Good 3 pickup kind of for Michael. We might
Drop
see
the
the
9.
dragon or the
No,
9. Yeah, the dragon. Okay.
worse for Vinny, but
Please don't be Kokoshi. No. Oh god, it's gonna be Kokoshi, isn't it?
it always is.
Please just be Honitsu. That's all. That's all it's gonna be.
Unfortunately for Vinny, there is a lot of terminals and honors in other people's hands, so
Yeah,
probably won't
I
see it.
probably not. The real question is, okay, wait. They got the triple ones. They are not Kokoshi. It's
Okay.
impossible now. They're actually playing the game.
And we're back to normal Mahjong.
Yeah, we're back to normal mahjong. By the way, Christie's hand looks really good. Just on an unrelated note, it's like 2 Akkas and really good hand shape the whole way through.
Oh yeah, super good. And Michael's Ishan
Hmm.
while we weren't looking.
Yeah, I think so. Also, very unfortunate for Divinity. They drew the second 8 so. Ooh. I feel like that door in Christie's hand's gonna come out any turn or two. It'll be interesting when it does.
Michael's still looking for Tempai.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's so good for Vinny. Wow. Dropping the 4 dot. All right, so we're going for like a hard Chanta. I like it. Chanta plus double Dora and a white. That's going to be expensive.
There is a third 8 for PO, 8 mon.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's a. Oh, electing to drop the 5 from their hand and put it the 5 exactly where it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
8
PO
came out and there was a
immediately
pull.
won.
Yep. A thing of note actually is that Christy dropped the 9 character and Vinny chose not to pull in it. So
Yeah, Vinny
there's
hasn't
that.
been calling this entire.
Vinny loves staying close, is what I'm realizing. Ooh, it could lead to free 10 by holding the 1, but we'll see. Probably not. Oh, that is an
content for
improvement.
Christie.
Yeah, that is an improvement. It's just it's an awkward one. Oh, the Poland by PO going open on those 2s right over there.
He already has a Mongon potential with the
Yep.
3 Dora.
The issue
4
is
Dora.
Yeah, the issue is PO doesn't have any doubles. So
Yeah.
that's kind of a problem with that hand. 9 so comes out and Penny could very much land on free 10. They have dropped the 2 character before, so that is maybe unfortunate. We'll see together. Mm. That is not Tenpai. It is technically an
Better
improvement.
way.
It
Yeah,
is technically an improvement. It goes to 3-sided. Oh, they're gonna choose to keep the 4-sided then. That's a interesting maneuver. And PO just going as ham as they possibly can. No, probably gonna line up on a Dora Tanki. Oh, I keep misreading the Dora. Sorry, I keep thinking the 9 is the Dora. It's the 8. My mistake. Sorry.
Might even just con the Dora. He already has the 3 already
Yeah.
there.
I really thought Vinny's hand was more expensive than it was. That's my mistake. I was like, why did they not call the 9? Makes more sense now.
Michael is in Senpai if he wants to drop the 1, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame them if they went for it. They could also drop the 3 so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could just drop the 3 so and be on a 1 north, which honestly I don't think is that bad. The west pickup for Vinny. Do they switch anything out of their hand? Kills the north, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I was about to say, why is that wall? Oh, the con. Alrighty then. So that's very exciting now. Do they hit? They do not. It does actually make a better shape though.
Yeah. Now do you reach on the other north?
That's very. I mean, this is a Dama on the Forso, so that's an interesting maneuver. It's Ipeco, so we'll see. Oh, I do believe that is Tenpai, if they so wish to have it. It does indeed look like they wish to have it. It is a Dama weight on the 6 so that's exciting.
Oh, Bio not keeping the improved shape. Just
Yep. I
getting
feel like we're not going to
there.
see any Richis due to PO's, let's just say, explosive showing hand. There we go. There we go.
Yep.
Had a little bit of issues with the tune there for a second. God, PO just can't hit, and thank God for that for everyone else on the table. because it is a scary hand.
I believe that's the second to last, the last green dragon coming out from Michael. There's the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Then he has.
Yeah. It's gonna be really funny if PO calls one more time. I'm here for it if they do.
I love it. You love to see waiting on having one tile left in hand.
Yeah. Oh, triple sixes. Well, we can shift the weight to a Tonki. The five so was just dropped, so it might be dropped again. Oh, going for the Genbutsu's weight though, so we're gonna wait on the seven so now. Honestly, a fair maneuver. I'd be kind of scared of PO as well, which is just really funny because he's not even Tenpai.
Yeah, even after all his trying and the con and the oh.
Oh,
Mm.
well, yeah, I was gonna say I don't think Vinny is gonna deal in with this hand. His hand is kind of awkward. Oh, that's a very good pickup for Christy if she chooses to take it. She chooses to stay on the seven so though, and that is finally Tenpai for PO. Welcome to the 8 dot weight.
Oh no.
Speaking of the 8 dot. All right, all right. There we go. Mm. Honestly, Vinny's getting a little close to Tenpai somehow. It's good. It's good for them.
He just needs to watch out for being furry 10 on that 2-mon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Oh,
Oh, that's just
really?
sumo. Okay, easy peasies. That is Dora Nomi, I believe. Or sorry, not Dora Nomi. Tanya Dora. There we are. And yeah, 30 Fu, I believe too. Wait. Oh, okay, they're doing change. I was like, why was there a
Yeah.
yellow stick exchange for that hand? It's funny because she rejected a five-sided weight for safety and then was rewarded with the second seven. So that just goes to show that defense is king.
Looking at Vinny's opening hand, that is a lot of Manzu.
I am gonna cry if Vinny does not call this time. Oh, chooses to drop the nine immediately too, and it's a South Dora in the South round, so that's everybody's favorite tile.
Very spicy. The
Mm.
Christie has potential for Sanshoku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael's hand though is very interesting. The double Souths along with a 5, 6, 7 block, and Vinny gets an improvement as well, so that's pretty nice.
And
Uh,
Christie also gets an improvement.
I honestly thought we might see the South come out there. It'd be a pretty natural drop, but we might have to wait until it's her Tenpai to see it. Oh, this is actually their seat win, so they could have double Yakuhai potential here. So it's really nice for them.
Hopefully Christie doesn't get too baited into it though. For her sake.
Ye- Yep. All right. Comes out. I imagine we will see a call. Yep. Michael calls it. Luckily for the rest of the table, Michael needs one or two more improvements before their hand really gets turning away. And that's a good pickup for Vinny. Wow.
Vinny, however, only needs one more improvement.
Yeah. Only one more improvement, which is technically better. And hey, look at that improvement for Christie too. That's good. Electing for the perfect Shanten, it looked like, or something. No, the double twos doesn't make perfect Shanten. I'm wrong. Oh, the poem by Michael, which I would be hypothetically scared of from seeing, but from our view, they actually still need improvements before they can get across the finish line.
And Vinny just dropping the other one, man.
Yeah, it's pretty safe feeling. Oh, Tenpai, do we take it?
I take
I
it.
don't know if I want to Ricci this. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a turn or two. The Shabo wait here feels kind of bad. It also feels kind of bad because we're at 31K and we saw someone go open with technically Dora 4. So it's like it's kind of scary to Ricci, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. The real question is, will Vinny Ricci if they hit? And I feel like maybe is the answer.
Oh,
Hmm.
interesting.
That is maybe going to lead them to free 10 on the 6-9, but it is technically a good pickup.
Michael along the way finding that 8 pin
Yeah.
somewhere, proving the hand.
Sadly, not Tempai though. Ooh, not super helpful either. They will elect to keep it because it's probably safe though. Oh, huge pickup for PO. Completes their 2-4 shape. And that is Tempai for Michael on the 5-8 dot, which is actually, that's huge. It's phenomenal. Hmm. I think it's pretty safe to say that everyone at the table now probably presumes Michael's Tempai. When you see 3 calls, you just presume, right?
Mhm. And maybe that's like what Christy was thinking earlier. Might as well play
Mm-hmm.
safe instead of because we can
Ricci,
see the player's
yeah.
hand. It's easier for us, you know.
It's a little easier, yeah. Wrong 8. That's a shame for Michael. Simply should have drawn the better 8. Vinny choosing to drop the Genbutsu tile immediately. Makes sense. Ooh, Chrissy drawing a very tempting 6. So she's going to drop the 1 character, tempt fate a little bit. It's not that scary, honestly, but it's a little spooky.
She is herself in furry 10 currently, though.
I did not see what they discarded there, but I think it was a character.
I believe it was a 4 character.
Oh wow. Dang, Christy. Just hit. All right. Uh Whew.
But what do you discard if you're
Yeah, the issue is what do you discard? The tiles that you would want to discard aren't necessarily super safe. Maybe the one if you're yeah.
it all looks kind of
It
bad.
all looks kind of bad. Yeah. It's very spooky the whole way through. Ooh, White Dragon. Honestly, I don't know how many times the White Dragon's cut, but that's not a bad tile if it was only cut once. Have you ever done that weight? Do you prefer a two-sided weight or a tricky weight?
I switch it up every now and then, but
Makes sense.
like I guess usually I prefer the two-sided weight.
Hmm.
Depends.
Yeah, it didn't look like any whites were dropped at that point, so makes sense that it was dropped immediately by Michael. Then,
Vinny just continually
oh,
discarding.
there's the green dragon. uh, and Vinny calls it this time, breaking their little hiatus from calls, and now they're on the way to 4-7. So they are in Tempai. Tiles very close to what Michael has. And honestly, Michael might drop it themselves. Or we could see it right here. No.
Or not.
Or not. Oh, there's the white. That's a
That's
shame.
unfortunate.
Could have summed. Do they trust the West? It's an awkward position to be in for Vinny because, like, if they deal in and it's South 3, you feel devastated. It is not a good feeling.
Mhm. Also, the West, fun fact, is Vinny's favorite tile.
Oh, really? That is a
Yeah,
fun fact. Well, they had to kill their favorite tile, so
unfortunate. So did Pio. So, I guess
that is yeah,
caring
that
is
is true.
caring, right?
Yep, sharing is caring. That is an upgrade. I mean, Vinny here wants to stay dealer, so I can understand if they shove. Honestly, if they drop the 6, they give Suji on the 9. And we've seen 3 dots come out already too. Ah, the fold. It makes sense.
Yeah, it's just so scary.
Yeah. It could have worked too. That's the sad part.
This puts Christy in Tempai. It's not Electorici, though.
No. I don't think anyone's going to reach E. I mean, Michael would if they could, but they can't. Uh, yeah,
Did
not going
Pio
to
just
choose the
reach
weird.
me? Or did I see that wrong? I think I saw that wrong.
I think
Oh,
yeah,
Pio
no,
did
no one's
reach you.
yeah. Oh, what the? What? They did it so fast about us seeing.
I
All
just saw
right.
a stick
Well,
come down and I was like, wait, what?
what? I guess PO is reaching their hand.
Also, double
As
run is on. So,
yes,
and they do both have the same weight.
yes.
So,
So that's exciting. Wait, no, wait. Do they have the same weight? They do not have the same weight. It's a
well,
six
Christy and
nine
Michael
weight.
have the same weight.
Yeah. Not PO. PO's hand went so fast. I was like, I didn't see what they reached it with. Oh my. Oh, speaking of the nines that probably aren't going to come out, but who knows? We'll see. It's kind of awkward because everyone but Vinny is Tenpai now, so it's just so sad. Also, if Vinny had shoved, they would have won there on the nine. So also feels bad.
Yeah. Oh, Pio flashing up the left before chucking it away.
Oh, the three dot. I imagine they'll keep their two side weight, but we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like if you throw away the weight.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. This is hard.
oh, oh, what do they toss here? They're between a rock and a hard place.
I
I
think
imagine the eight so, right?
I was thinking the five so, just because I can see it on Christie's.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, eight so comes out. Yeah. And that is a two dot. Not very useful.
I believe
It's gonna
Vinny has the high tay.
feel. Yeah.
Oh no, we have four more tiles. Four more tiles.
Yeah. We have four more tiles. Yeah. But I was gonna say it's very awkward in this situation where I feel like Vinny's gonna be paying 3,000 points at the exhaust, which is gonna feel bad.
Unless
Oh,
you just draw
unless
into it.
unless you sumo. My mistake. Good for you, Christy. So that is Tanyao Pinfu, and no door, right?
Tanya Pinto,
Who
Ipeko.
Oh, wait, is there a Peiko in there? There is a Peiko in there. I don't know how to count. Once again. Yeah. It's a pretty good hand. Yeah. Due to the Pinfu, though, it's just only 62k, which I mean, I'll take that. I would not be upset, especially in her position where it's 37. It's not bad.
Players just figuring out payments very
Yeah.
quickly. So,
Goes to
kind
show
of,
that these are strong players because they give you the minimum amount. They don't give you just like, oh, I'm going to do exact change or anything like that. That'd be very silly.
yeah, I'm not a fan of exact change. But
Yes.
speaking of very good players, what
Good
happens
players,
if you just draw into 3 green dragons?
dragons. You feel pretty happy about your life, except for the east, north, south in your hand, and whatever her newest tile is. Oh, it's another north. Never mind. The double norths are good then. Never mind. This is an awkward hand.
South? Yep. Like it.
Yep,
Like it.
that makes sense.
So, do you just go fast here if you're dealer? Because Christie is dealer and has a pretty fast hand. Or do you worry about big Hamba? That is the question.
Well, there's no Humba, right?
There's no Hamba yet. But if you
Oh,
so
if you win, you're worried about big
yeah.
Humba. Yeah, I see. I wouldn't worry about big Humba. Yeah, okay. There, Vinny's calling. Guess who has double self? Wait, did they not call the first self? Vinny, you're tearing me apart.
It'll
My.
come out, right?
Yeah, maybe.
believe in
I
Vinny.
guess. I believe in Vinny too. Ooh. I'm just interested to. I want to hear their reasoning for why they hate Yakuhais is all. I can understand why. I'm just curious.
Also, I just snuck a glance at Pio's hand, and it looks really scary. So when we get back
Um,
around to that,
yeah, let's
take a
look at
look.
Penny's. Yeah, I'll keep my eyes peeled for their hand. God, oh my God, Christy, another huge pickup. Wow.
And
Yeah, I imagine
Christie's hand
she's
just
gonna
keeps
be pretty
getting better and
fast.
better.
Yeah, how about that? And Pio's hand is indeed very fast. The awkward two dots there, though. I'm sure they could clean that up, though.
Michael replacing the same tile once again. Nice trend. Keeping theming on. Like it. Oh, is the door is the eight mon
Yeah,
again?
the
Oh,
doors. Yeah. So what Christy is waiting on. Yeah,
just keeps
and
coming back.
it is kind of strange how that works, huh? I would not be surprised if she Dama waited on the Dora, if that's what turns out to be the end, but we'll see. Good pickup though for Michael. Let's see what they drop. Cut in the six, so they're probably going to do a Shaba wait in the end if things go that way.
I believe that also puts him at Ishantan along with Pio
Yes.
and Christie.
Ooh, the seven pickup. Not super helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I throw it
Chooses
back.
to drop the two dot. That makes sense too. Wait, does that make sense? I don't know. I would need to think about it for a second. I think they killed their Anko wait by killing the twos though, but it's all right.
Yeah, there's a potential Anka with like if you keep the twos and have the
Yeah,
and drop the one, but
yeah, it's fine.
oh,
Choosing to not want to have. I mean, this allows her to pawn very easily and hopefully get a quick hand, which honestly seems good, especially in her position. Uh, Money is money.
but once again we are faced with the big Homba
Hmm.
problem.
I feel like the big home is not an issue. You simply just win the next hand, right?
I mean, that's very true. Uh,
Yeah. Oh, there's the poem, putting Christie in Tempai on the seven characters and the Norse. Mm.
oh, and
Oh, that's a Ricci by Pio. And Pio is waiting on the 258, I believe, of bamboo. I'd have to double check, but I
I
believe.
believe that's true. Yeah.
I do love the penguin thing. It works especially well with the Ricci because they're just holding the Ricci stick. It's beautiful.
Yeah. The graphic is great. Seeing all the team logos spin is great. Gotta love it.
Hmm.
As Michael takes a ponder on the seven, so
Hmm. I will say Pio really needs to win this hand. I think it's very evident from the scores, but possibly also for their own mental. You want to win, obviously.
and Michael just dropping Genbutsu. Understandable. Have a nice day. Uh,
Mhm. Oh, not super helpful.
also Genbutsu.
Oh, we got
Oh,
they really brought the tile close to us. That nice little close-up shot. Thank you. Mm. Yep, West comes out. It's getting awkward for Pio. They might, or not Pio, Vinny. I wonder if we'll see a toy by them if they actually push, which would be interesting.
Christie can drop this other. Oh, does not elect to drop the other two mon.
Yeah, he's giving us the close-up on that. That's fun.
This is so hard for Michael.
If I'm folding, I drop the whites, I believe. Yeah,
Michael agrees.
yeah. I mean, it's technically a scary maneuver actually, but yeah. I really hope Vinny gets another triple. That'd make me so happy. I want to see a toy. It's not gonna get old. Dang. I'm really enjoying it. Oh, that's a really good pickup for Michael. It gives him a three-sided weight shape. Oh, the triple came. Does Vinny keep it? Oh, they dropped the Self. Well, this will be a Tan Yao if they can still hit Tenpai, so that's still perfectly fine, but not a Toy Toy. Hmm.
It's just so hard for Michael to choose.
Wow, the
Oh,
last
okay.
one. Beautiful. Oh, wow, what a pickup for Vinny. I imagine we see a Tenpai here of the 6/4 character. Well, 4 character, 6 dot. And of course, that is Tan Yao, so it is street legal. How unfortunate is it going to be when Pio flashes us the tile and then deals in? That'd be super unfortunate.
That would hurt so much.
Yeah. It is South 3 though. So even if Vinny draws a dangerous tile, I would not be surprised if he shoved.
Also,
Speaking of dangerous tiles.
I believe Michael is now in Tempai.
Where
I
is
forgot what he was waiting on.
it? I thought they were Ishanten, but we will double check. We've technically seen the 9 so I could have an argument for dropping the 6. In a world. Yep, there we go. Yeah. The argument exists even though it's not a great one. Oh, that's a cheat for Vinny. They could never have a toy, but whatever.
Christy having a think about the same on, and
Oh, sorry, it was a Poland. I keep getting contradicted. 9 comes out. That does work in Christie's hand. They'd have to drop the 4 or the 7, which is scary to say the least.
yeah, I can't remember anything close, like any of the.
None of those are safe. None of them are remotely
Yeah.
safe. You just have to believe if you drop those tiles. Oh, chooses not to take the Tenpai. Drops the safe tile. And Vinny just shoves, so that's fun. Yep.
Yep. Christy just continues to fold. Yo, making us all know.
Yep.
Not so annoying.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate.
Not a useful tile, sadly. And still scary. Oh, drops the 7? Yeah, okay.
The North safe.
Yeah, the North is safe. We've seen 2 of them from Christie herself,
Christy,
actually.
yep.
Yeah, so
Very safe.
that is so close to Pio's tire desire. Just the ones. Oh, it's all right though. Oh, that's bad. That's a bad tile to drop. Thankfully, drops the Genbutsu tile instead.
That one's fine.
Yeah, that one's fine. Green's also fine. So both of these are okay. Oh, and that is a sumo for PO. Something they really needed. So that is sumo Aka Pinfu. I can't read that tile over there. And Dora. Yeah. That is indeed a Mangan. Yeah, the Dora makes it a Mangan. So
Yep.
Nice. Or well, Uradora, I should say.
Which leaves Christy in the lead, but brings Pio up to
Yes.
3rd place.
Yeah, very close third. Vinny now sadly in 4th, and I'm sure they're not happy about that. But Pio is dealer, so we could see a repeat if they get lucky. They do have double self, so that does help. In fact, they have quite a few
double
doubles.
nines and
And
double
double
fives.
fives. Oh, give me that toy, I hope. Drops the West. Fair choice. Technically anyone could still win. The point value is close enough that like even like Vinny gets a Mongon here, you could flip the script.
Yeah, and oh my God, Christie's hand.
Oh my. It's not that good, but they do have double Norse, and that does help them progress the hand. I mean, they're gonna want a speedy hand, and they have a speedy hand, so it works perfectly.
Okay. You just want to close it out now that you're on top, and it's the last.
Hmm
But
Yeah,
shared
well,
with
I don't
Vinny's
know.
Norths.
Yeah, I was like, it doesn't feel like those Norse are ever gonna really come out though. Yeah. Oh, that's not Dora, but it's close to it at least. A lot of doubles in a lot of people's hands this hand.
Is it just gonna be a cheat toy for everyone?
I really hope not.
That'd be really funny though, and
It
really
would be
awkward.
it would be very funny. You are not wrong. I don't think I've ever seen that before, but I'd love to. I think the most I've ever seen is three. Mm. Ooh, the green pickup for Vinny. Vinny does have a very expensive hand. Chooses to drop the five dot. Makes sense. I am rooting for Vinny's hand. I want the comeback to happen.
It's very possible.
You know, it's very possible. Yeah. Drops the three dot. The PO is not interested in Dora today. No, sir. Draws a good tile here. We might see a double finally cut for Michael's hand. How many doubles do you like to keep, Wes?
Um, anything that isn't 3.
Yeah, that is the correct answer.
Yeah, 2 is fine, 4 is fine, not 3, and 1 you
Uh,
always need. So,
Yeah, one you always need. I would always like to have at least one double. That'd be great. uh, I don't really love six, but I mean, I'll take the six, I guess.
oh, and,
Yep. That choosing to. Oh, Vinny picking up the triple greens. So this could be a toy double Dora green. That'd be pretty expensive, right? Or we could just get a Swanko. It's also possible, right?
very possible. Well, a little bit less possible with Christie sharing the Norths, but still
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, a little less possible, but who knows? If you see a pawn come out, do you take it? I feel like the answer is probably yes, right?
Uh,
Like
I
for
don't know.
Vinny's position, because you're in fourth, but any win gives you at least third, and your hand's pretty big, so it's probably going to give you second.
Potentially, yeah.
hmm big money draws an eight. That is usable. However, it doesn't lead to big money. All right. We're all about money here for Vinny's hand.
Christie thinking about this 5 pit.
hmm I mean, it's an awkward thing to throw away because you have the three dot, you have the sevens,
Yeah.
choosing to throw away the four. That makes sense. And Vinny Holmes, they're going open. I do believe we will see a toy from Vinny.
Toy, Dora, at least 2.
At least Dora 2 with a Hatsu makes it at least a Mangan. Hopefully a Khan occurs too, because that'd just be fun.
Guns are always fun for us, not the players at the
Yeah.
table.
Oh yeah, it's fun for us, but that's all that matters, right? The players are already in a sweaty spot anyways, so it's fine. Great pickup for Pia. Look at that shape fill in.
Likes to cut the 7 mon there, and Michael picks up a 5, so completing that
Mhm.
5, 6, 7 shape.
I
And
feel like we might see the 4 drop due to the fact that he just dropped to 6, but we will see.
it is also Tempai if he drops
It
the
is also
4.
Tempai, yes. Yeah. 3 and 9 for the Shabo. Yep, that's a Ricci. Exciting. I thought that was Dora for a second for Vinny. I was very excited.
That would have been crazy.
I would have been very happy.
The question is, does Christie cut the Norths into Vinny? I feel like.
Honestly, I'd probably say yes. Because I mean, even if you drop the North, what is the highest value hand that someone can win off of it? You'd think, for like Michael's perspective, and you're like, oh, it's not that high, right? Probably, but we will see. Especially because you're like, well, this is my seat win, so who could really use it anyways? She'd also just elect to drop the 3 dots that were just dropped. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it might be a while till we see the North. How many 9 characters are live? I think it's dead because one's in PO hand, and I do believe Vinny's dropped one.
Yeah.
So I think the only thing that's existing is 3 sows, which
Hopefully, PO doesn't talk
I
himself
think,
into dropping this one.
yeah, I think there is one 3 sow in hand, and I don't think there's any other 3 sows. Or well, I think there's one waiting in the walls, is what I mean to say.
Yeah.
Ooh, PO is making some hard life choices here. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, devastating for
Oh.
Vinny and devastating for
It's,
PO.
it's devastating for everyone who isn't Michael.
Is it Chris or Christy?
No, I
Christy's
think
like,
Christy
oh,
goes.
that's fine.
Christy goes to second, right? Or am I miscounting?
There's well, did we get to see what the Ura was?
The Dora
Oh,
is
it
the
was
5.
2. Yeah,
There's,
no, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
okay.
Yeah. I was like, that's not enough, yeah. So that's that, which is very exciting. PO drops down to 4th, unfortunately. Vinny gets a 3rd, little save for them. Though would have loved to see that toy. Christie stays at a beautiful 1st, and Michael secures 2nd.
A very close game overall, and a lot of chances
Oh
for
yeah.
everyone. Unlike the first one, which we were feeling very sad for Bob.
Yeah, I think Bob became. They did a good comeback at least. So that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, Amy kind of took away and ran with the table.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot closer. And I think everyone played pretty well.
Mm-hmm. If you,
Any thoughts?
I think. I think that was 40 foo. Was that not? Let me double check that. 8 to rolling 40, right?
I believe so.
Wait. Because that's the Ura indicator and that's the Dora, right? They don't have a con of the ones. Why is there? Wait, why is there a 1 dot over there? Actually, wait.
I think that's
That's
the Ura.
that's the Ura indicator. Yeah, right. Yeah.
That was the Dora indicator. The
Yeah,
5.
yeah.
The 5.
It's 40 foo. It's 40 foo.
Okay. But this is a great showing.
Wait. He won on the wait. He won on the 9. Oh god, I do have this twisted. That's 50 foo. As 100% 50 foo. They scored it wrong.
That's okay. I'm sure the it'll either stand as is or the judges will sort it out.
Yeah, it doesn't actually change the positions, so it doesn't really matter.
Either way, this is a great showing for the 2 newcomers to the Nomi League. In both games, well, in this game especially.
Yeah.
We have Christy coming out on top and Michael coming in at a solid second.
Mm-hmm. It was very interesting to see how Vinny's playstyle adapted as we got to the South round, especially just like they refused to call all game until basically the final 2 hands. It was very interesting.
Yeah, it's that's very cool to see over the course of only a single hanchan, because normally last season we got 2 hanchan to kind of see how people change their thought process, but in such a short time.
Yeah, I believe the first game, or if I say first game, table 1 is still ongoing. I believe I could be wrong.
So yeah, the other table's still ongoing, but this does bring the Queen's Mahjong Triad a little bit out of their hole. Hopefully in the coming weeks they'll be able to do more with that.
And it helps the FalKANs too. They really needed it as well. So it'll be hopefully levels out the playing field in general, and hopefully the destroyers and more Dora Neko problems arise later on. uh, but this has been a lovely time. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing more great Mahjong when I'm back on in like a month.
Yeah. Thank you so much for commentating with me. Do you have any closing thoughts on the teams before we go?
Yeah, sure. All I can say is I really love the, how do I say, like, attitude everyone put in their designs and whatnot. Like it's everyone tried for their teams. It looks like everyone put a little sort of effort into it and whatnot, and I'm very proud of that. Like it looks like they're New York's taking Mahjong quite seriously in a manner, if that makes sense. It's really nice.
Yeah. Uh,
But
and thank you
uh,
so much once again for being here. But I
mhm.
think that's all we have for you today.
Yep.
So thank you so much for watching N League. Uh,
All right. It's been a pleasure, Wes, and it's been a pleasure, New York. Have a good day.